Good evening. Welcome back, everyone. That's right. Welcome anyway. Nico, Solar Strike, Ted, all here. Yeah, I'm not going to enforce anyone participating. If you just want to hang out, watch it, fine. You don't have to do it or chat or partake or anything like that. It's just fun. If nothing else, you guys can, go at it for my strategy playing this game. Evening Tiger, welcome. We are playing a strategy game that I was a little curious to see what everyone feels about. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. A lovely box and something. Oh, it's massive. I'm not sure if any of you guys have actually held or seen this box. It's real. At least this is a Scandinavian version or EU version. It's really, really large. A hefty box. Evening, Joseph. Welcome. See if I can find the. There you can see the Tiberian Sun there. The standard Command and Conquer box. The box from Game 1. Evening, Sukra. Welcome. So here's the original Command and Conquer box, and you compare it to Tiberian Sun one. Tiberian Sun and one just dwarfs it. Massive. I mean, not dwarfs per se. Not like the freaking Ion Fury box that is stupendously large, but this is substantially thicker, larger in general. So it's a box that demands its presence. And I remember getting this and being a little shocked. I looked forward to Tiberian Sun a lot when it came out originally. I was a huge fan of Command & Conquer, and I still am. And I was hotly anticipating the release of this game. And I seem to remember here now, people that may be more familiar with the history of this game can correct me. But I think this was delayed and delayed. It came out in 99. So that's pretty old. This, kind of like it was so delayed that by that point, a lot of other games had come out already, right? So, yes, you're right, Suka. That's what I don't like about that Ion Fury box because it's so massive. I can't fit it in the shelf at all. Like most of these other ones, I think the gold standard is probably the LucasArts box, right, from the 90s. That's kind of what we consider the standard, which also follows this kind of size that the original Command and Conquer had, Red Alert and all those. So there are some variances and differences depending on the region. So this particular one actually has the languages in Swedish and everything. Evening, Christopher, welcome. It's got in Finnish and Danish and Norwegian and Swedish up here. So this one is very, very customized for the market, which, that happened a lot. But often they would just release one for Europe. But in this case here, it is completely translated and everything. Now the game is still full English. Don't be worried here now. The only game I'm aware of from the PC era, from this era, was Syndicate Wars was translated, actually fully voiced, and it sounded ridiculous. So, there you go. Yep, 3 delays. Thank you for correcting me on that one because it's. I remember watching like previews on TV on like game shows. They would show previews of this, and I would just be hooked. Evening, Gabriel, welcome. And I was so anticipating it, and I don't know. I think I enjoyed more now. I think almost playing it, but I'm gonna say I was disappointed when this game came out. Yeah, yes, there's a Firestorm add-on. I only have the CD jewel case for that one. I don't have that installed right now. We're playing the base game tonight. Firestorm, I think, improved a lot of stuff too, and it's still a solid game. But I think it was so delayed, and I felt like the original Command and Conquer was such a ground or trend-setting game with the pseudo-futuristic thing, that rockin' soundtrack, all the FMV stuff, and it was, it had. I think the biggest drawback with this was the almost like post-apocalyptic setting. It was very droll, and I think that's what they were going for. Um, you know, so yes, you're very correct. That's available on that side for sure. And I don't know. When I play it now, I think the engine looks really, really cool. And this, of course, underpins then Red Alert 2, which you just mentioned, Solar Strike there. Yeah, I think that there's the Red Alert 2 came out just before 9/11, right? So the one version of the box has the towers on it. That one I think is more rare, which they modify that afterwards, of course. So, but that's one I'd like to own as well. I haven't really. If there's one series I'd like to finish out at some point as far as having boxes, probably Command and Conquer. But like everything else, it just prices are skyrocketing. Hard to justify it, but it is at least a very satisfying box. I will give it that. Very satisfying box. Let's take a look inside, because it is heavy in here. This is back in glory days. It's weird because there are no pack-ins. And you get a lot of the limited run stuff these days that do like special custom big boxes, right? They pack in a lot of like trinkets and statues, and I don't feel that was the case in a lot of the times. I think they're just trying to justify the cost of them, but for me, this was what usually came in, was just a whole bunch of different paper manuals and who knows what. Like, for example, here's a rolling demo disc for Shogun, just packed in, Total War Shogun. Unless this just landed in here by mistake. No, it's 99.9, so I'm not sure who published this game in Europe then. What's Westwood? That's all it says. EA then, so. I have not done anything with that Super Socket 7 board yet. That's sitting over here. Haven't had a chance, but I'm thinking now I might stick with the 400, at most like a 450 or something, and then do I might do a Banshee build. It's, I don't know, it's a neat one I don't really have. I have a Voodoo 3 machine. This guy is a Voodoo 5, of course, and I'm going to keep that in this machine for now. And so I think it might be based on a Banshee then, because I don't have that built. And then maybe put an Aural Vortex or something in there for sound. So, a really premium small box. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, definitely put it in Discord or something. I'm curious, because there's some regional differences, of course. I only have the big box Red Alert 1. I don't have Red Alert 2. I do have the collector's edition of Red Alert 3 in one of those, like, metal cases. I think I found it at, like, a secondhand store super cheap, so... yeah, Red Alert 2, I think, for me, Red Alert, coming off Command & Conquer, going into Red Alert, it was just more of the same, right? It was cool, it was awesome, played that a ton, and I didn't play as much Red Alert 2. I didn't buy it, of course, when it came out. I don't have it, so I kind of wish I would have at this point, because they're pretty expensive, so, interesting. Red Alert 1 included? Huh, fascinating, I never heard of that, but, so... got 5 minutes to spare, then clean your bedroom. Got 2 minutes to spare, then fill out our delightful questionnaire. Oh, the 90s. Yeah, here's I love these because the registration cards are such a time capsule, right? Because please stick to the Command & Conquer games that you currently own. Command & Conquer, Covert Ops, Red Alert, Aftermath, Counter-Strike. PlayStation, Command & Conquer, Red Alert, and Retaliation. Do you plan to buy CNC TIberian Sun mission disc? It's not even named here, but they assume it's going to come out. They always did, so... and where do you access the internet at home and work at school? Nowhere. Yeah, it's just them collecting data, right? But they're nice little time capsules, so... I do might have a Celeron 300, actually. I'm not sure if I have a Celeron 300A. Even a Slot A, I don't think I have that, so... I don't have a lot of extra hardware, believe it or not. I know a lot of people collect. I don't really collect in that sense. I'm not hunting out or buying things to fill out the collection. I buy or find locally and kind of build it that way. But so I missed a lot of the, I wouldn't say padding, but kind of in between processors. I have something for a particular build, but I'm not going to have 3 more processors in that same series. So, and I really want to try Red Alert for the PlayStation. I guess the PS1 core is coming along now for the Mister, so that's probably how I'm going to experience some of these PlayStation games. So, welcome, Derek. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I think a lot of people from the 90s then probably played, Red Alert or Warcraft 2 or whatever it might be, at LAN parties. Red Alert was by far the most one I played. We had 2 computers for a while there with no modem cable between. My friend and I, after school, would play Red Alert against each other. So, interesting enough, in this one, the entire reference manual is translated to Swedish. So this is more like the, the basic requirements, blah, 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 how to run the game. And it's all localized to the local language. Here's one for Finnish. And looks like Norwegian. And they, Swedish and Danish, I think. And then this is the product license. Here's the product license. It's a poster in case you wanted to put it on your wall to be reminded of Electronic Arts licensing model. I'm not sure why they made that a fold-out, but then a nice hefty manual, which is actually laid out in this format. So Yeah. That is not a picture of me. That would be pretty cool, Ben, if that were the case. Welcome, by the way. But that is the Voodoo 5 5500 box art, actually. So that's what you're looking at. That's the um, matching one for that game box. So, um, but yeah, this is also fully translated, so it's a lot. I might want to get the English version of this at some point. But yeah, here's all your unit information in Finnish if you ever wanted that. So they really localized that for Scandinavia. And of course, the game disc with 2 CDs. And I'm not sure on this one. I know earlier Command and Conquer titles, you could actually play 2 different players using different discs with GDI and NOD. So yeah, maybe I should make that that kind of background myself. I did create a. If you guys remember watching when I streamed Baldur's Gate 2, I did create a avatar picture, right? So, um, I asked on Discord, and I think the what was suggested would we play GDI because GDI has James Earl Jones and Michael Biehn in the cutscenes, and that's a little hard to pass up. Nod campaign, I actually never really played it. I played it a little bit recently, and I never played through the Nod campaign as a kid. I only played through the GDI, or most of the GDI. I can't remember if I finished the game for crying out loud. But we're gonna play GDI tonight. Just why not? We can't miss out on James Earl Jones, right? So, but yeah, we're playing this on the P3700 with the Voodoo 5 5500. It is overpowered for this game. It doesn't require that much, but it's the most appropriate one. So, P2 or equivalent, 64 meg of RAM, 4 megabyte video card. I think we meet that requirement. So, yeah, I just remember them being the game was hyped up a lot, and I was disappointed when it came out. I'll say that flat out. I wish it was better. I also redid my. You really can't see it on the action cam here, but I actually ripped out the entire under here, all of it, and put it back so that I actually have a better. We look at that. There's EVA back. Electronic Video Agent. Welcome back, Commander. And this is, of course, a riff on the original installation sequence from Command & Conquer. And my aspect ratio is not off. This globe is actually an oval on my screen, too, just for record. Oh, yes, I'll have to stream Under Killing Moon. I have the box for that, actually. I bought that when it came out, so. Yeah, that's kind of I feel. It was a big deal, like all the stuff they were going to add in the features, and it was kind of lackluster. It was fine. Although welcome back, Commander. You gotta have that. It just did not live up to the hype, I feel. I mean, this was Command & Conquer kind of was a big deal. So then when this was announced, like, oh, wow, there's a new one, and it's awesome. Yeah, destructible environments, and everything's amazing. And then, like, I mean, it's cool. Yeah. You lost a bedroom closet. Yeah, that's the thing. Now, at least these days, if you just want to play old games without worrying about hardware, at least you can do that easily. And I might set the resolution actually to lower. I think I have it at, yeah, we'll set it at 640. 800 to 600 sounds nice, but this game is more designed for this resolution, and it gets really tiny. So at least you have a lot of good emulation options. You can run DOSBox or whatever to run older games, right, quite easily these days. We may have to look at the intro and the sneak peek, of course. Of course. Philadelphia Space Station, I think. Which has a little problem in Command & Conquer 3, which Command & Conquer 3 is a huge throwback to the entire series. Yeah, and that's the thing. I like the... See how James Earl Jones is sounding here, and audio's challenging on this game, it seems like.
God damn it. Makes no sense. Hot spots everywhere. Why Southwest sector?
That's certainly not a green screen there at all. I think it's just pretty much all green screen for this stuff. Oh no, Kane's back. What happened?
What the hell is this?
Welcome, Just Mike.
Punch up the main screen.
He's back somehow. For no reason.
Be a
sad error in judgment.
Yeah, I was as you guys probably figured watching me stream and stuff, I was a pretty big real-time strategy fan in the 90s.
Perhaps you should be.
And I'm your father. No.
Our Tiberian future. And as you watch this battle,
Yeah, I think that it became so futuristic that I like the near future setting of Command & Conquer, and Red Alert just was so silly in World War II and stuff like that. But this game went so far into the sci-fi future stuff that it kind of lost... Get me McNeil. It lost some of the charm. Oh, the cutscenes in full motion video, of course, is still cool, and it's spinning from the CD like crazy now, so... Because, I mean, they went in all in on these kind of things.
Chandra, you son of a bitch.
Come on, CD, you can do it. Drive you son of a bitch. That was the CD kind of spinning down and spinning up again. That's the drawback to having videos on spinning media, right? Because when it slows down like that, it's got to kick up again. That was, yeah. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Dune 2000 is I think that was, didn't get as much attention as it should have had. I think Dune 2000 is a fantastic remake of, I was gonna say, Dune 2. This is, I don't remember what CD speed. This is a pretty fast one, actually. I think it's more like, for that reason, I think it's starting to get a little problem with the optical reading. I think I have to clean the lens. Because it's, go save the world. Fine, Michael Biehn. I think the speed is fine. I think it's just seeking that's a problem. You Intelligent, welcome. We're right now watching the preview for Nox, another game that I really, really enjoy. Yes, this is the future for flying tanks. Yeah, it slows down there and spins up again, and I have enough space to install everything on disk, but yeah, it's like when it's finished and everything, so okay, you can. I haven't tried. I literally installed it. I tried a patch that didn't work, and then called it good there. So I am excited. I'm trying to not watch trailers because the little I've seen looks really cool of the Dune movie, and I kind of want to go into it blind without knowing. And I watched a little bit of trailers, but I am excited for it. It looks, from what I've seen, really good. Got a lot of interesting new sci-fi coming out, like Matrix 4. Trailer looks really cool. And then they had Dune and everything, so... Alright, yes, there's FMV bonanza in this game, and that's what Westwood was known for in this era, right? It was all, you know... GDI. We're gonna play on easy because I'm a chum, and I like to actually get somewhere. And cutscene. Was that the same one we just saw? It might be. Fine. Alright, we're gonna drop right in the combat now. I don't have a scroll wheel, so... Stand by. I've grown to like... I'm a big fan of isometric perspectives, right? And now with this... It's very sharp-looking graphics. I'll give it that. But again, it was a little bit of a disappointment for the era, so... I control something? No. Run! It does look very interesting. I'm hoping there's a little bit more... Gotta tune the audio, my goodness. Reinforcements have arrived. All the reinforcements have arrived. I still don't have battle control. Story, lots of story. There we go. All right, we have power. There we got gun turrets and everything. Hella mini cutscenes too. I'm trying to tweak the audio because the music and the stuff seems like it's really messy. So let me know if it gets weird here, but Evening, Manley. Welcome. There are no FMV strippers here. Sorry, Ted. Maybe we'll play another game that has that, so. Yeah, and that's the thing. This, to me, Westwood was like, the way they packaged this with like the semi-professional FMV cheesiness, which of course Red Alert went all in on. The mainline Command & Conquer at least tries to be, you know, semi-serious, right? But then Red Alert just goes all in on it. I mean, they were just psychic dolphins and who knows what by the third one, right? Oh, he's gonna die.
Construction complete.
Yeah, it's a terrible sound, isn't it?
The harvester will automatically begin harvesting any nearby target.
Oh, we're gonna lose a unit.
Unit lost.
Unit lost. That's a sound you hear a lot. And playing multiplayer, like, ion cannon ready, ion cannon ready. You mess with each other.
Building.
So is there anyone here who hasn't played Command & Conquer at all? I'm not making a lot of assumptions now.
Construction complete.
Yeah, it was all Electronic Arts by then, wasn't it? I don't want to make assumptions. I'm never going to call anyone out for like, yeah, I haven't played that game, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just curious. If there's anyone who hasn't played any of the Command & Conquer games, I mean, feel free to say so, and we can fill in more into backstory and everything.
Base under attack.
I'm a big fan of turtling. Yes, I would love to see this and Red Alert 2 in a combo remaster pack. I hope,
Harvester under attack.
as well as the remaster pack. The remaster Command & Conquer 1 is phenomenal. For anyone that hasn't played it, I'll recommend it. You can queue units in this one. Evening, Ethan. Welcome.
Ready.
The remaster was really, really good. A great way to play the game on a modern machine with fully redone soundtrack, all of it. It was just everything you'd want in a remaster. Short of like a full remake of the game itself, like, you know, from scratch. Which this was from scratch, technically, but it's still like a, you know, coat of paint, so. Yes, there are many open source options. OpenRA, like Solder mentioned there as well, lets you play Red Alert and Command & Conquer and on a modern machine and stuff like that.
Unit ready.
Yes, competitively, turtling is impossible. Playing with friends, yeah, that's fine.
Unit
It's fun.
ready.
But yeah, I agree. You pretty much have to rush, and I cannot play RTSs competitively. I will say that straight up. I'm not going to play StarCraft online.
Ready.
I don't have fun doing that stuff. I highly enjoy single-player campaign or playing with friends. Yeah, Zerg rushing. I was really good at Zealot rushing for a while in StarCraft. I basically played at school, and I would practice like at the beginning, and Zealots then being the base unit for the Protoss strong unit early on, and I was able to really rush with those.
Unit.
But then my game fell apart, so yeah.
Unit ready.
I just don't enjoy that type of hectic thing, which StarCraft I think is fun solo. I like the StarCraft 2 campaign,
Ready.
but I certainly got like just yeah, it's not that fun playing that hectically. I'm gonna get a heart attack playing games at that layer. Here now, for those that remember the Warcraft 2 stream, I do have control unit select, so I can actually control assign a group here now. Let's go find that nod base. We have the first mission. Usually, you just get a boatload of, you know, infantry units to take care of business.
Training.
I think I can set a waypoint.
Ready.
There we go. Oh, it's just a
Ready.
waypoint.
Unit ready.
There we go.
Unit ready.
Send them over there.
Unit
Alright.
Ready.
The Naba base. Yeah, StarCraft, I think, personally, StarCraft, I think the campaign is really fun. We'll stream that sometime, too.
Harvester under attack.
Oh, come on. I think StarCraft, let's say, the campaign is really fun. I really enjoy the campaign in StarCraft, the story, because the first time I played it, it was like, oh my goodness, what is this? And it felt cool. But yeah. Evening, Rod, welcome. Thanks for joining. We're slowly creeping across the terrain here, trying to destroy things. And that's the thing, Tao Jane, getting into Command and Conquer now is difficult if you weren't into it back in the day, right? Because it's a product of the era. I think that they've tried to restart, you know, not restart, but try and make a modern version of Command and Conquer, right? The Grey Goo series, or game made by Petroglyph, which is mostly old developers from Westwood Studios, tried to basically make that kind of game, but it's hard to get this kind of... Oh! Oh no! How unfortunate.
Training.
Not around with my whole force on there.
Unit ready.
StarCraft does have a great soundtrack. Now,
Unit ready.
Frank Klepacki for Command & Conquer 1 and Red Alert
All
are both
non-forces in the area.
amazing.
Unit ready.
Just industrial rock at its best. Yes, the StarCraft soundtrack is really good. Kind of like a Western rock thing going on. But, I don't know, Frank Klepacki is my hero on the music. If you haven't listened to the remastered one, he basically got his cover band to re-record all the songs from scratch, and they sound just amazing. I assume the base is down here then. Fine, we'll run down here. They give you a nice little turtle base here. Effect. Even Retrotech Chris, welcome. We're just holding across. Double time. Yes, Total Annihilation as well, which, my goodness, being a non-native speaker, you know how much I had to practice saying Total Annihilation? Even typing that address in the web page. Because for those not familiar, Total Annihilation allowed you to download... yes, Hellmarch is great. The remix version is fantastic. You could download units for Total Annihilation back in the day from the website, and I know how many times I mistyped Total Annihilation. Just didn't work very well. Oh, we're running right over Tiberium. Tiberian is poisonous to infantry units, so here we go. I'm on it. First mission's not going to be very difficult. We'll just kind of... And that's the thing. So, Command & Conquer had such a great, great soundtrack. And then... 2, here's just... there's a soundtrack, but it's just... I don't know. It's too mellow. It's Frank Klepacki again, I think. But you lost all that kind of, like, swagger with it, I think. To me, it's just kind of flat. So... And for those unfamiliar, I am going to the Vintage Computing Festival Midwest tomorrow. I'm flying out, so and Chris is going to be there as well, so it should be a lot of fun. It's a huge, like, retro computer celebration, right? So this is not going to be here, is it?
All non-forces in the area.
So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, LGR will be there, 8-Bit Guy, I think there's several other large YouTubers as well, and I'm, of course, going just as a visitor. I'm not putting anything out there, but it's going to be a lot of fun, so... Alright, well, I think you're a designated driver then. Sorry, Chris. Nice, but it's not a bad idea. I am flying in and I didn't rent a car. I was going to Uber to the hotel and everything, but... Also, it limits me a little bit what I can bring back. If the event is really fun, maybe next year I'll drive. I am within drivable range. But I also realized that it would be bad for my pocketbook and also my storage space if I went there and bought things. So I'll take a look the first time. But yes, I am bringing the big camera with me. I'm planning on taking pictures of stuff, video a little bit, hopefully chatting up all the people in the booths and just, you know, seeing what's there. I really want to take it in and talk to all the people and learn what it's all about. So I'm looking forward to it a lot. All right, well, there we go. So then when we inevitably find stuff we want to buy and have to ship it back, then you can haul it for me at a UPS store then or something. All right. All right, Ted, thanks for stopping by. You're off tomorrow? Oh, no, all right, who's leaving? Someone? Are you off tomorrow or just off? If someone's leaving, see you later. If not, sorry. Well, that's a tiny base right here. Good evening, welcome back. Playing Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun. Epic real-time strategy action from the mid-90s or late 90s. Okay. Oh, they got a unit lost. Oh, there's a guy right there. Shoot that guy. Okay, no one's leaving. All right. I mean... Take a hint! No, sorry. Mission accomplished. Huzzah! Only through gross negligence did just a few units die. Arnold bots. Yeah, TCFMV. Motion capture there is pretty good. And that must have been motion capture, so... Oh, 10:16. Yeah, it is 9:15 at night here. So I am in the Midwest in America. Yeah, the music just kind of hangs out in the background. It doesn't really, you know...
Nice job, McNeil. Nod is on the run.
Nice job, McNeil.
Phoenix. We just recovered this transmission.
Smile for the camera, Commander.
Yeah. Yes, I got some cool business cards. I'll hand them out tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, not tomorrow, but Saturday. And I think I realized it wasn't trying to be like, I'm Michael Bean. Watch out for those aliens. And Terminators. Stuff. It wasn't so much to like be like overbearingly promoting, but I realized that if I run into someone who I chat up and who's interested, trying to make them remember, go to ricksrandomretro.com, whatever, just hand them that card. I'm not going to like push it in people's hands, but Chris, I think you probably had the similar idea there, in that just it's nice to have. So then you can just hand it to them. It's easy to remember, right? So.
The Nod forces that attacked our Phoenix base are in this sector. Their base must be destroyed in order to secure the region. However,
So yeah, Command and Conquer, iconic series then from the 90s. This was still Westwood. Like Solar mentioned earlier, by the time you got to Red Alert 3, it wasn't even Westwood anymore, because Electronic Arts bought them and just chopped them up like they do with so many other companies. Unfortunately. Retro strippers.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Establishing battlefield control. And I have to do... It's a little fun. I'll switch to the other camera in a second when I can pause. We're slowly hovering. No! How could this have happened? Probably shouldn't have flown right in there. Oh no! Shouldn't have done that. So, I'll switch to the action cam for this, because my CRT... So I'm playing on a CRT. And yes, I know the refresh rate is all flickering because the camera doesn't capture that. But you can see on the sides here, there's very large black borders because this resolution is not accounted for in this monitor. I get a live setup of the... Zoom in here a little bit. Expand it. This was part of having CRTs back in the day. Having to adjust it. There we go. Full screen. Oh, nice. Sequoia at Goodwill for $4. That's unusual. You don't find stuff like that anymore, it feels like. There we have a MCV, or Mobile Construction Yard vehicle. Anyone who's played any of the Command and Conquer stuff will recognize that.
Sir, you got it.
It basically is how you build your base. That's where your base starts from. And there's some... Music is so low. Let's see if I can increase the volume on the music. Just, I don't know. That's where it makes it sad, the music. The music is just in the background. It's not exciting in the same way that the original one was. There, we'll deploy here. Low guy. Yeah, that is very, very lucky, even for back in the day. New construction options. Yeah, I'm watching this. So far, the Voodoo Doo has not blown up yet. That is the Voodoo 5500. We got real lucky finding it recently, of course. The music isn't bad. I'm not going to say that, but it's just... I don't know. It doesn't stand out the same way the original Command & Conquer, which... The soundtrack on this guy... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll see how it is, because I know Tech Tangents, he had a Voodoo 555 and he recapped, right? This card looks pretty much brand spanking new. The guy used it for a little bit and put it back in the box. It sat in the box forever. Not saying caps will expire eventually, but, you know, so far I'm just going to run with it. I don't think even if a cap were to pop, the odds of it making, like, catastrophic damage and everything, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's true. At Goodwill, you can find that kind of learning software and everything. So, all right, Zuko, we'll be here waiting for you. Timing you.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Construction complete.
Construction complete.
New construction options.
We have a barracks. So, with the Voodoo 5500, it actually has two fans on the chips already. You have to think of the Voodoo 3, which is in fact lacking the War Factory. Yes, please. Disc thrower, more power. Don't think I can upgrade the power yet there on that guy. Yeah, so this particular one, the Voodoo 3 has just a heatsink, and that one is generally concerned. I think it's a good idea to put a fan on it, sounds like. I haven't done it myself on mine, but I believe it is often recommended. However, the Voodoo 5500 has two chips, and both are fanned already from the factory. So, but yeah, so far the card has been very strong and no problem, but you know, like all retro tech like that, sooner or later it probably will have problems, right? It's just kind of inevitable. Okay. Maybe I'll watch it from the hotel there. We'll see if I can. Component tower. Vulcan cannon. Yes, please. I like Vulcan cannons. They're cool. Is it so? Echo. You can have little modular things here. No, this game doesn't have that. So Warcraft did that. That's what Television's referring to. You click on, you know, units over and over and they say funny things. That's a Warcraft thing for sure, and StarCraft. They did not add that into, what's the War Factory? 2000, my goodness. I don't know how much power it's going to bring. We'll find out. Oh, nice. Yeah, here it's, so they established a Good Bytes store here. And the Good Bytes has basically a collection of just technology. That's where all the technologies funnel to. So there's no point in doing like a round and going to different Goodwills. You go to Good Bytes to find everything. The problem is that it's become a very hotspot then for tech collectors. And I mean, stuff just you can just go to one spot then, and that's where you find your big box games and retro computers. Anything, right? But stuff like that comes out on shelf is gone right away. I know multiple people that do. They just check that store like almost daily, right? I don't have time to do that. So chance of finding something anymore is pretty slim. I did find a joystick recently, though. The F15 lookalike joystick. Which was like a few bucks. So you can find stuff like that, but anything real like what you just described there, yeah, that's not happening here anymore. Unless you're just lucky to be there when it puts stuff out. Beyond that, that store is just picked clean every day.
Construction complete. New construction options.
We need another harvester to kickstart our economy here.
Building.
Infantry report out and clear.
I think I can build a grid power thing yet. Nope. Like having two harvesters, so. Yeah, it's luck, for sure. An external floppy drive for a Laser 128 Apple II clone. That's very specific. Is that something you can actually use, or it's just like, oh, cool. Oh, I see. So it was labeled as a Commodore drive. Yeah, for sure. Definitely sub. We have several YouTubers on here now. Everyone should go sub to Sucra, RetroTech Chris, Solar Strike. Anyone else in here that want to make a shout out to their videos or anything? I have no problem sharing that kind of stuff, so it's all in a little community. I think it's fun. It's really fun, the YouTube parts of it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I could see that for someone like 8-Bit Guy, who will be at the event this weekend, so Chris and I get to meet him, I guess. But, Space, I could see, especially for a big YouTuber, I think of like LGR or 8-Bit Guy, the amount of stuff they must have must be just redonkulous. So, you got 15 subs without any videos. Well, here's your chance. Make something for your audience. Low in the beginning here, getting going. I want more economy. There you go.
Unit ready.
Check him out. Alright, so we have another harvester. That's good. You should harvest the blue stuff, because the blue stuff is worth more money. Now we can start pumping out some...
Building.
Oh, we don't have any cash. We'll wait for the next Yeah, and that's the thing that's appealing with an all-in-one kind of machine, right? So what Rails and Ross is mentioning there is that the Socket 7 or Super Socket 7, you can get a machine like that that is very broad in range. And that's very attractive if you don't have the space for a lot of that stuff, so... Um, now, of course, I like having multiple
Insufficient
machines.
funds.
Yes, I know, I'm low in funds.
Awaiting orders.
Harvest that stuff. The blue stuff is worth more. But yeah, that's the thing. It's really, really hard for... Yeah, it's really competitive here where I am, and you pretty much just got lucky. What I ended up with a while... I mean, this is years now. I did a video on it a couple years ago where I found like a, you know, a yard sale that had bid boxes in it, and no one had picked it yet. So I got a whole bunch of boxes from that. I went to Goodwill here one time, and they had just put out, like, you know, a whole bunch of adventure games. I grabbed all those, which was real lucky as well, but the chance of that happening is pretty low. And it's unfortunate, so... I just mostly keep an eye on. I mean, I got that lot recently with, you know, a whole bunch of Macs, so that was pretty cool. I kind of wanted a, you know, a G4 some kind, so that was a neat find. Oh, nice. Yamaha. Full synth.
Construction complete.
Yeah, slot 1s are... I mean, slot 1s and slot A's, probably. So, it's a G4 400, I think. I remember now. Or 450. Then I also, in that same lot, was a G4 Mirador. So, 2. And then there was a G3 as well, and then 3 additional beige boxes. So, it was all a pretty good lot, including 15-inch Sony CRT, which is just delicious in how it looks.
Building.
So it was a good lot. I mean, I had to pay for it, but I think it was worth the money. So
Building.
yeah. Plus 2 Apple, the square cinema displays, not the panel wider ones, but the 2 proprietary ones.
Unit
A
ready.
whole bunch of hard drives, and I mean, it was a guy who was moving, and he just wanted the stuff to go to someone who would use it, so he was just like, hey, take it all. He was just heaping stuff on me, and he felt bad because he had just had someone else come the day before to grab a whole bunch of, like, Mac software and everything, and I had pinged that for that, the guy for that lot, but he had already sold it by the time I got to it. But then I saw this post, and I, like, messaged him right away. So yeah, there was 6 machines, CRT, hard drives, some networking gear, and, you know, miscellaneous stuff like that. And he offered more stuff too, but repair stuff that, like, yeah, I just... Sooner or later I have to say stop, because I can't hoard that much stuff. I mean, I can, and I try, but...
Building.
Oh, wow. That's the thing. Video game stores local are cool, but they also know the market value now, right? So you gotta pay basically market value.
Ready.
Anything like that is gonna be expensive, right? That's just the way it is,
Training.
unfortunately. So it feels like that part is lost here. I cannot build a
Ready.
radar, can I? That would be nice.
Insufficient funds.
And that's the thing. Retro's expensive now, so I really just try and find, like, the CRT. That's right. Yes, thank you. We kind of have an idea what's in there. Mostly a little newer stuff, but stuff that we're going to go through. But, yeah, that's the thing with retro stuff now. I like finding it from the original owners. You know, the CRT I'm playing out was just a local listing of, like, hey, we're throwing it out, come get it. 19-inch ViewSonic CRT. Not in best shape, but certainly usable. So, evening, Bruce Lucas. Welcome. And yes, the Dreamcast is, yeah, 22 years old as of today. But yeah, it's... My problem now is that I'd like to cover all these things, right? That's my challenge. I want to cover it all, but the time is the big challenge.
Unit ready.
I have... When I started doing the YouTube stuff,
Ready.
I felt like I'm gonna run out of things to cover, because, like, how many things can I... Or how much can I have to say?
Unit ready.
And I look at I keep a spreadsheet, a Google Doc, with just video ideas and, like, how much effort it would be to make the video. Like, I'm talking about a big box. Well, that's easy. I just take the box, I talk about it, show the contents, whatever. Repairing a machine, that's a high effort, and will take multiple videos, you know, maybe. So I put a high on those. And that list is like 45 long now, and I haven't even added the most recent things I thought of. So I never shrink that list. Every time I finish a video, I have 5 more ideas. So yeah, it's... Oh, nice. A Socket 370 Beige E-Machine. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool pick there. And that's the problem, is how much is too much. Right now, my focus, I realized that I keep picking apart my streaming setup. So I wanted to have a stable streaming setup and work on other machines. So now I have the P3700 with the Voodoo 5 in here. I have a P166 with a Voodoo 1 in it. And then the shuttle right now, an XP machine, Athlon XP 2600. So that covers, you know, no super early DOS, but it covers from DOS, later DOS basically, all the way to mid-range XP. And that's kind of where I generally stream. And then I have a 4-spot for a guest machine where I can plug in then a Mac or more powerful machine or whatever that I need for that particular week. And I really need to leave that as is, so... yeah. Oh, nice. So what... Yeah. Goodness, you rank all of me. Yeah, that's the thing, Chris. It's just... And I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot, because I keep wanting to increase my production quality. Like, I'm increasing the resolution I'm filming in, and I'm trying with light, and I want to have a very well-made video. Like my Mr. video, I spent a lot of time tweaking that. A lot of time, but that increases the production time on the videos. It takes so long for me to make a video now. So I need to kind of consider my options there. I'm working on something for Septandy, but that won't even... I mean, it's not coming out before the event now. I'll work on it next week, so... I'll have 1 video this month, probably, you know? Hi, Zoe.
Unit ready.
Suppose we have a little army here soon. We should probably go do something. I suppose. But yeah, I always keep an eye out on old CRTs. I don't grab everything, but a good quality old CRT, especially a good brand or something, is you know, worth a lot. Thank you, Tyler Jane. I really appreciate that. That's the thing. Hopefully it brings enjoyment, and, you know, I look at my own progression. That's part of the fun for me is getting better at editing, getting better at video capture, getting better at lighting, getting better at, you know, all that stuff. And I'm working my way there. And, you know, that's where I like to get, right? I have a goal in mind, or not a goal, but I like to just keep getting better. Self-improvement, right? And that's the fun part. Learning the editing software better and
Training.
cats.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
So we have a puppy now, a corgi puppy, and he's super cute and everything, but he chases Zoe. Not maliciously, he just wants to play, but she's like, back off, and she hisses, and she lets him get really close. I mean, she's being very chill, very good. He has a space she can retreat to, but the puppy won't leave her alone. He just, like, keeps running up to her. I mean, he's a puppy. So she's, like, swats at him and hisses, and then he walks off, and he hops back, and he just won't leave her alone, so... And he'll learn. And she has not, like, you know, hurt him or anything like that. It's more like, stay away sounds, but she just won't relent, so...
Unit ready.
Yeah, it's fun. Chris, I'd love to, at some point, I know Sukra and I talked about it a little bit too, but also to have a little YouTube roundtable kind of thing and just chat about, you know, video production and stuff like that. I think we have a lot to learn from each other, and there's a lot of tweaks and things that we might do differently. And I'm always eager to hear what other people do to learn tricks of the trade to make better videos, basically. Like, it wouldn't have... I mean, I'm not talking even, you know, filming. We could do that, but I think it would be awesome just to exchange ideas, you know? Got discus throwers here now versus what we had in the original game, which were grenade throwers, so... Oh, nice. A one chip? Nice. Oh, wow. Sony multiscan? Whew. That would be awesome. But really appreciate all the kind words and everything. That's what makes it fun. It's like everyone, you know, enjoying it, so... Yes, the Voodoo 3 AGP, Derek, is probably, like, for me, one of the best, like, retro... If you're going to take one card that has the broadest spread of what it can do, the Voodoo 3 AGP is probably... Then you have the one with the TV out, I think. The Voodoo 3 3000 AGP. Someone else correct me with the AGP, and video out is the TV one, the 3500, I think, right? That's probably the top tier Voodoo 3, basically. But yeah, Joseph, on the CRT, that is an issue. And I will say, my wife is incredibly understanding, and she is very supportive of the YouTube thing and everything, and, you know, incredibly supportive, really. If you're watching, hi. But, she, almost eggs me on, like, well, that TV looks nice, and I'm like, well, we don't have space for it. Oh, come on, you know, she almost is the one that's encouraging me too much, so. That's right, yeah, there was one, a OEM version, right, that lacks the TV out. But if it had S-Video, it had to have basically the TV out. Sorry if I'm missing chat, and I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to move stuff around.
Insufficient funds.
That's right, we'll make more money. And I mean, that's the thing. She has been super supportive. She loves the YouTube part. I mean, it's still difficult sometimes to schedule all these things together with the kids and life. And I mean, I have a full-time job and 3 kids. So that tells you about how much time I have left over for video production. So I am very, very appreciative of my wife. That's so helpful. That is a very good name. Yeah, I like that. That's a great name, actually. ATX, 3-letter combo, another tech experience expanded. You can make little logo things with that. That's perfect. I have enough space. The problem is I keep getting more stuff than I have space for. That's where it becomes a problem. I have plenty of space, but yeah. Well, I mean, realistically, the basement now is getting slowly consumed by retro, which half of it is like retro console and stuff, which my wife enjoys as well. Discus will just kind of bounce around and can hit yourself. Friendly fire, of course. BTX is good, yeah. Those are good suggestions for names, so you should follow through on that and make something of it. No pressure.
Building.
Do it.
Unit ready.
But it becomes like a, how do you
Ready.
use the space, you know, efficiently, right? That's what it comes down to.
Ready.
Oh, nice, yeah. And so that's the thing with consoles now for me, is that the Mister has taken over my general playtime. And that's what kind of happens, is that the Mister is so versatile that I almost use that. It's fun to have the original, but I can't see myself collecting anymore for original because it's so expensive. Like, if I fall on a game like Sequoia for $4, yeah, absolutely. But I will not, like, go out and hunt or collect or chase games. That's just not realistic anymore, especially for market prices. I just can't justify that. I know.
Unit lost.
I know. Working on it. There, wreck that harvester. Might as well, we're already here. There's no attack move in this game. That's one thing that... The mosquito get in here. I don't know what it's with my blood, but mosquitoes just... I mean, they just go for me. I don't know what it is, but...
Base under attack.
Base under attack? What? Okay. I don't think so.
Unit lost.
I know, it's fine. We got plenty of guys. It's hard. It's just, you know, space and what you're going to use it for. It helps me funnel it. The YouTube thing is a great funnel for the technology and actually finding a use for it. And, like, I'd like something to cover or whatever, then you can, you know, kind of justify the purchase that way versus just buying for no reason, if you will. I try not to collect for the sake of collecting. I'd like to use all my things, so... And that's, you know, you have the dream of every machine being usable that you can just pull off the shelf and use. And that's what I'd like to work towards. That's not necessarily going to happen, but we'll see what happens. Oh my. Guy's on fire. Yeah, I don't know what it's mosquitoes. They just gang up on me right away. Every time we're outside, pretty much they go for me and one of my kids, and we become the mosquito magnets. And everyone else like, what? There are mosquitoes out? I don't know what it is, but they just swarm me. And my mom is the same way too. I remember as a kid, they would just swarm me and my mom, and then my dad was like, what? There's mosquitoes? You know. Oh, all your machines work? Nice. I am not there yet. I'm working towards that, but between the videos and making stuff, that's the hard part. So. But yeah, that's the thing. I would love. No, he's selling everything. Lame. Loser. Playing on easy. That's also good. You got some good suggestion for names there. Versus my name, which is like, I don't know. My random retro stuff? Cool. Got it. Sold. I couldn't think of anything better. I think it would be very nice to have, like your suggestion there, have a nice acronym you can use. Because that makes being able to say it easier, you know, your LGR and all that stuff, right? Those are handy, but for me, RRR or doesn't sound into R3 or something, but it doesn't quite have that ring to it. Hey, your name is at a point, Chris, so. Yeah, that's exactly right how I get a lot of my stuff. And it's funny now, too, because everyone at work, yes, I thought about making a t-shirt that has, like, a stylized stick figure falling off a ledge. It'll say something like, I have excellent depth perception, or, you know, depth perception champion, or something like that, because, yeah. R cubed is not bad. Objective complete. What's another objective? Destroy all Nod SAM sites. Got it. They gotta find all of them. Could be one up here, too, huh? Let's send our secondary force now. We got quite a little army here now. Roll 2. You go up here. Let's find the other SAM site. Yeah, R3 is not a bad one. It would be nice to have, like, some smaller logo, right? Because if you take Rick's Random Retro, the whole shebang, it's a very wide, large logo. So, it would be nice to have something smaller I can just kind of smack on a t-shirt or something. But yeah, R3 is not bad. It happened here, everyone. This is where I just took off and bought my YouTube mansion and my neon cat wrapped Lambo and all that good stuff, right? I was telling Sukra when he gets super famous that he invites me to live in his mansion, so then we can prank each other and all that stupid stuff. There's SAM site here. Radar will be super helpful now, huh? Neon cat? Wasn't that the cat that looks like a toaster strudel or whatever flying through space and pixelated? That was Neon cat. Who was it who did... There was Deadmau5 or someone who wrapped a Lambo like that. Neon cat. There you go. I can't say it. Rick is short for Ricard, which is the Swedish spelling of Richard. So, there you go. Super secret is out. Alright. Where is the SAM site? Where is it? Flying Pop-Tart Rainbow Kitty. There you go. I'm too old for that stuff anymore. I'm not cool enough. I can do the Grandpa Simpson spiel, right? What used to be it. I'm not it anymore. What then? I used to be with it. Whatever. I can't remember the whole spiel, but it's really good. Random rabbit hole. There you go. That can be misconstrued. Ted's here, so... Oh, yes, sorry. I will, right now, I will throw the invite to Discord right now. Silos needed. Let's... Oh, hang on. I gotta build more stuff. Oh! There you go. Feel free to hop on Discord, everyone who wants to be. No pressure. But I will talk about a timeshare once you join. No obligation to buy. Where is the last SAM site? Really? Oh, wow. That's terrific. Turns all your loading bars.
Unit
Yeah,
ready.
and I mean, please, if don't be afraid to say the same thing in chat twice. Things are flying by pretty fast. I'm trying to play the game, and if I miss anything, um, yeah, trying to reach you about your vehicle's extended warranty. Um, don't be afraid to post the same question again or something if I miss it. I really try and keep up on chat, but something when I'm playing, I have two eyes going like this. It's hard to keep track, so definitely say the same question again if I don't answer it. So, oh, we found one. Really? What's that? Like a TIberian thing. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. There it is. A radar here will be super helpful. No such luck. Ricardo. Yeah, it filters out the weirdest things. I think we were talking earlier at some point, Ted, you were saying like it was filtering out talking about Discord, I think, at one point, because like, oh, it's a competing messaging platform, so. Oh, I have an engineer. I didn't realize I built an engineer. Affirmative. Can you fix the bridge here? No. Yep, they hold all the cards. That's the thing. I will say, like, being monetized now, like, this will never become my full-time gig. It's just not happening. I'm not looking to do that. But if it can offset some of the cost of the equipment, like upgrading a camera or a new lens, you know, that's all I want out of it. Or fund some of the retro purchases. That's literally all I ever wanted from this thing. And at this point, like, based on what I made on ad revenue on the Mister, and we're not talking a lot of money at all, but the Mister video, I could see it funding that kind of stuff, realistically, and that makes me really happy because, again, I cannot quit my job and do this. There's no way this is happening, but if it can offset the purchasing and the buying of the adapters and the cables and the lenses and the microphones and stuff like that, I mean, I spent a lot of money upgrading my gear because I wanted to, but if I can offset some of that, it'd be awesome. That's the question, too. I haven't even checked my compatibility on Windows 11.
Unit ready. Civilians evacuated.
4 dogs. Yeah, the puppy's super nice. I never had a dog, right? Growing up, my dad was allergic, still is allergic to dogs or the fur animals in general. So, I don't have a Patreon. I do have a Buy Me a Coffee. I have not really linked it. The kicker with doing a Patreon is since I won't be able to... there it is, OnlyFans. I figured as much. Unfiltered big boxes, OnlyFans. Oh, showing your contents. The thing with Patreon is that I love it as a platform. However, sad to say, I don't want to be tied to a recurring thing. Because if someone is giving me recurring money, I have the obligation to produce content. And it's going to be really hard for me to be consistent with that. So I'm okay with, like, individual donations. That's fine. But I'm hesitant on making something that will be a recurring thing. Because tiers and expectation, and I'm not sure I'm there yet. Maybe when the kids are older, you know? So I set up a Buy Me a Coffee link. I changed that to Buy Me a Piece of Retro. I can link that, but I haven't used it for really anything yet. I haven't really advertised it. Because I also don't want to just give me money in anyone's faces, so.
But what?
I don't think humans made this, sir.
Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Tyler Jan. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You do own a 1/5 of the 5500, so. See, it's a video card timeshare, but I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That gets it closer to upgrading my lens on my camera I would like to do, so.
It'll be a hell of a lot easier to get to the crash site. Ava, do you think they can hold out that long?
Okay, so you had a 3000 and are placing it with an S video. Okay. Nice. But again, I really appreciate everyone watching, donating, liking, smashing like button, subscribing, all that stuff. Oh, we have multiple missions now.
In this sector will prevent further removal of artifacts from the crash site. In addition, Nod will not be able to reinforce the site from this location.
Okay.
It
This
is
one.
highly probable that the Brotherhood will attempt to remove technology from the crash site. and store it at their technology center.
Hmm.
Locate and secure the crash site, then capture the technology center.
We'll do this
Destroy
one
the base
first.
in this sector. Prevent further removal of
Slightly
artifacts
used.
from the crash site.
Great. Please package nicely.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Destroyed all non-structures. Capture the train station. Do not destroy it. We'll see what happens.
Sir? Yes, sir?
So this is one of those, you have little units. I prefer the build ones, but like this, so.
Infantry report.
But I don't mean to be like, you know, slamming down the Patreon route or whatever. I'm just, it's personal reasons I'm not ready for commitment, right? So,
Sir?
but let's see.
Infantry reporting.
But I really, really enjoy it. It's given my retro hobby a focus. So, I guess we're playing a game too.
You got it.
So, Vanley, what they're talking about is that the TPM chip, or there's an encryption chip in some of the newer laptops that have to be compatible for Windows 11 to be able to run. If it cannot detect that kind of chip, you can't run Windows 11, basically. So,
Engineering.
yeah, it's an interesting choice there.
Sir?
We can find
Loud and clear. You got it.
the selling out. Yeah, it's one thing, but again, it's.
Yes, sir.
I look at like RMC. I love that channel, RMC Retro, and he's huge. He's building a museum, right? That's cool as hell, and that's a good funnel for the money, right? It makes, you know, he's very entrepreneurial. So
I'm on it. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting. Sir?
you probably do this much better than I'm doing it here, but we're doing it this way. So
Yes, sir. Orders.
yeah, and so
Loud
I think some of it is rooted in the fact that there's been a lot of CPU vulnerabilities and things like that, right? That haven't been fixed until newer generations. I think that's the purpose of it, because I was through the Spectre meltdown bug working in IT, and the software patches for that are brutal.
reporting.
So,
Yes, sir.
I see their angle with that. That might be the situation there, that they want to make sure that anything is modern enough to be able to run with all those fixes. That's my only theory that's rooted from. So,
Sir? Yeah.
falling back to alert base. No, don't do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. It is that part. So,
Loud and clear.
it's an interesting choice. We'll see how it pans out. But I know that they've pulled back on some of the stuff, and it smells like Vista again, right? They're really trying some really bonker stuff and changing stuff, and it's like people are used to certain windows, and I understand them wanting to get away from certain things, but like moving the start menu around does nothing really. I don't see the benefit to that. Ingrained in people's brains now, so
You got it. Loud and clear.
yeah, surprise. Surprise, Sukra.
You got it.
Alright.
Moving out.
And
Engineering.
Tyler, I watched some of the videos you did on the virtual reality, like racing stuff. That looks like I would love to try that stuff. Because you did. You heard a cat hiss in the background. Oh, it's like to me to throw some salt and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Because I think you did like a VR headset with racing and do you have the G29, the Logitech setup or anything? I probably should have been walking over here, huh?
Infantry reporting.
Or we're just winging this one.
Sir? Engineering.
Because I would love a VR headset for racing games and flying simulators. Not flying simulators per se, but space games, you know?
I'm taking heavy fire. Sir? Orders.
I do not know where I'm going. Where's the base? I feel like I'm doing not very good here.
Loud and clear. Orders.
What's what happens to... Oh, there's the base. Destroying power plants to west may cause overloads. So what's my objective here? Destroy all non-structure. Capture train station. So, destroying those power stations would be great, but I can't get back there. Engineering. Unless there was a place I was supposed to capture here on the way to help me out. We'll see. We may have to replay this one. That's what always happens when I play these kind of missions, is that I do very poorly and I learn where to go. Yeah. Cheese it! This was not the frontal assault. Good option. Yeah, I'd love to try sim racing. Waiting orders. Yeah, I have a PSVR as well, and I tried a demo of one of those drive clubs or whatever, and that was pretty cool, but I'd love to have probably the Quest 2 seems like the best, like, starter headset anymore, as long as you're okay with all the Facebook stuff. But play that kind of game. That's probably what I would be wanting to try and enjoy. Oh, there's a ramp up here. Do not destroy it. F-Zero VR, oh my goodness. That's Wipeout, right? Wipeout VR is probably the closest one you'll get on that one. I would destroy those power plants, but I can't get to them. Move it. Come on. Yeah, the problem I'm finding now is that my machine is getting old. I'd love to upgrade, but it's just so expensive. Oh, Beat Saber? Yeah, oh, yeah, my goodness. That I play on PSVR, and that's... I'm not very good at rhythm stuff. I'm actually terrible at keeping rhythm, but Beat Saber, that I can do. I don't know what it is. It's got a bit of visual depth piece. I have excellent depth perception. That is what would really... That's what I really like, for sure. I think that's the reason we bought a PSVR used, was to play Beat Saber, specifically. I had played at a friend's house, and my wife tried it as well, and she's like, alright, what's the cheapest way we can play Beat Saber? And we found a used PSVR headset and bought that. And that's how we play Beat Saber. Yeah, that's your Tiberian there. It's fine. Evening, Pixel. Welcome. So yeah, sorry, Pixel. We don't have a exciting video card expose at this time here, but we are playing Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun. At this point, not very well, so we'll see what we can find. I like Windows 10. Windows 10 has been really good to me. It's worked really well, stable. And maybe sometime I should rig up the VR thing so I can do the green screen and backdrop and all that stuff. I would love to do it, honestly, at some point. But that would be very hard to accomplish, too. Oh. No. Come here. Shoot those guys. Run. Stop. They're running faster than I can run. Oh, they're just running past. Alright, never mind. Boy, these guys are good. Huh. Yeah, that's true. They did say that it would be the last Windows for a long time. They would keep modularly upgrading it, and that didn't happen. So, I don't know the reason for it, but who knows. Get in there. Yeah, Windows 10 has been great for me as far as, like, I haven't really any problems with it, personally. It may not be the same story for everyone, but for me it's worked really well, so. Like, to me, it feels like the current XP was so stable and ran for so well. Once they, you know, got drivers for it and all that good stuff. That's kind of what Windows 10 feels like to me sometimes, but... You can fix a green screen, but the question is how well that translator replaces. And the funny part is, it's quite easy to do a green screen replacement in OBS. You just need a solid color, right? Then you can just replace it in OBS pretty easily. So I thought about doing green screen back here quite easily. But I'm not sure what I would use it for yet, so... Yeah, I think Windows 10 is going to be the one that people sit on for a long time, you're right. Because why would they replace it at this point, so... Just the way... Where am I going? I mean, yeah, those are things that are there, but I can't blow those up, so... It's really just going to the bridge. Oh. This is where you really get to mess with Sucre and Tyler Jane. Now, I'm modern operating system. I mean, I'm a Windows guy at heart, right? So, for me, it's been Windows 10 has been my favorite, really. So, go down there. In here, can my disk throwers reach that? Yeah, Windows XP is still solid. You know, it's for me. If you're gonna take one retro operating system, Windows 98 is great, and that's, you know, all love and use. But XP is just for the widest range of support and everything. XP is just so solid. Destroying power plants to west may cause overload. Well, we got that, but it's kind of in a poor spot. Oh, where are these guys going, huh? And onto something now?
Infantry reporting. Awaiting orders.
Waiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Engineers Russian. Oh, they blew the bridge up. Thought we could fix the bridge, but... Is that an enemy engineer?
Awaiting orders.
Hey, whoa, wait, not cool.
Awaiting orders. Good as done. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can fix the bridge.
Infantry reporting.
Like,
Moving out.
we'll see if we can make this happen here now. Fix the bridge.
Infantry reporting, sir.
Bridge repaired.
Magic.
Sir.
Hopefully we find something useful up here now, because I kind of ran around, but at least we're talking about operating systems instead, so it's fine, I think. Every time I play one of these, like, you know, hunt stuff, it does sometimes. Here's Zoe. Yeah, it's fine. You'll look up sometimes.
Engineering. Sir.
Engineering. There's a lot of cat hair on the microphone.
Awaiting orders. Sir. Yes,
See, this is where anyone who's played this game a lot is just laughing at me, basically, but
Engineering. Yes, sir.
anything here I can capture or do something with?
You got it.
Otherwise, we wasted a lot of time running around.
Loud and clear. Engineering. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Anything I can capture here?
Moving out. I'm on it.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to kill civilians. They're just kind of standing in the way. Ooh.
Loud and clear.
Oh, goodness. Thanks for the help.
Loud and clear.
Great, but do you have, like, any equipment or anything? No?
New terrain discovered.
Oh, new road. Okay, so might be this way. Yes. A Wii U, I think, is a really cool, retro system because it can play everything, especially with component outputs. That's the thing that's really useful. I mean, when I streamed, I was gonna say, Metroid Prime, that was on a Wii, a modded Wii, soft modded Wii, and it can play, like, everything, right? So, it's a really flexible system, and I have a Wii U. I'm gonna hack that as well and do a similar thing. And the soft Wii, going through there, can also run the same thing. So you have GameCube, Wii U, and all retro systems you can ever want with proper 240p video output. And that's something, so... Yeah, exactly. It's, it's so flexible. I'm gonna do that same thing with my Wii U as well. Wii U! The very, very poor launch of the Wii U. That didn't really I know. Yeah. They had mishandled the, Why are you trying to attack the light post? That's right, Tyler Jane, we're just following orders. Funny part is we may have to replay this whole stage here now eventually, whenever I have allies now? Oh, come on. Hey, you're doing so poorly, we're sending in more squad units. Yep. I think so.
Infantry reporting. I'm on it. Yeah. Sir. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Come on. That's true. So I'm a little curious on that. I haven't tried it, but like GameCube on... If you play GameCube on a Wii U with HDMI, are you going to get like full 480p video output then? I haven't tried it, but I guess that makes sense.
Loud and clear.
Yep, sure is. I'm going to run with the V5 5500 for now in here, and that might be sacrilege, and I should take it out and like put it up on the shelf and, you know, whatever. But no, it's an active duty in this machine still. Duty.
Loud and clear. Yes, sir.
So we got a new group of units here now then.
Reporting.
It looks like you have to run this long way here.
You got it. Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd like to, because I mean, it's period correct for this machine, and I'd like to just keep using it. It fits the bill and everything, so
Yes, sir. Loud and
it's a good card for the era, right?
loud and clear.
Yeah, so especially you can use the Swiss toolset to force resolutions. So I know on the GameCube, so
Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
this is turning into a long roundabout way here now. I wonder if I should wait for my other forces to catch up, which would take a while. I thought there was a way to do this without, you know, doing this, but yeah, we looked at it, Pixel, when you and I were talking about it, the Buddha 5500 stream we did, and at least I did, the
Infantry reporting. Loud and clear.
E3 700 came out like in, what was it, 99 then? Or late 99, and then the Voodoo 5 was like mid 2000, I think. So they're very period accurate technically. So technically correct is the best kind of correct, after all. But as the Wii U is interesting because it can be so flexible. Okay,
Infantry
that sounds about right.
Infantry reporting.
We're coming.
Loud and
Whew. That was ran a long way. But they wouldn't build a map like this. That's so crazy. The best Command & Conquer game, it's hard to beat the original for me because it's so iconic. Like, I have so many memories of playing Command & Conquer 1. Right? That's the best one to play. That's... I mean, I think a lot of people probably like Red Alert 2. Yeah, Dune 2000 as well is very high up there. Pure nostalgia fodder is going to have to be the original one, so... interesting. Huh. Yeah, I will say I have the pre-order for the Steam Deck, and the more I see them, they said that like every Steam game will be compatible on it, which is a kind of a tall lift, but through the Proton layer or whatever. I'm getting more interested into that from a emulation perspective. It might be a really good portable emulator device to emulate literally everything. I mean, with the horsepower in that thing, you should be able to run possible GameCube emulation, right? Theoretically, yeah, I can run Cyberpunk on lower settings, or even you could stream it from a real machine, right? So, okay, maybe I should tinker with Linux before so I get used to it. But I'm curious because I mean, the device first party, I hope it does take off for Valve, because it would be great for that to be an ecosystem, and I think they have the desire to not be the only manufacturers of Steam Decks. Like, this is the core design, and they want other companies to come up with designs too.
Sir?
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Been running for a long time now.
Sir. Awaiting orders.
I don't care, keep running. That's the thing, if this ends up being... Here's the cat again. End up being just a wild goose chase, and I had to destroy these from here or something, then, yeah. That'd be neat, right? I'll just run through them. Oh, guys.
I'm taking heavy fire. I'm on it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Between, like, being able to run, I mean, old school emulation, no problem. That thing will just breeze through anything that's older, right? So,
You got it.
all your original consoles are going to be easily accounted for. The biggest thing will be the battery life then, as you're spitting it up. But I think they said any lighter games on it will have like up to 8 hours of battery life, something like that. And then anything heavy duty would be like 2 to 4. These is fun to keep it. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it earlier too. I'm excited about the new Dune. I'm trying to not watch the trailers and try and keep myself like sort of blank. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Linux is cool, and I've thought about making a video on from a Linux noob. I've run Linux a few times. I did it back in Red Hat 5.2 days, stuff like that. And I got all into the KDE and GNOME and all the stuff making your desktop pretty back in the early 2000s or late 90s. But it would be interesting to make a video on coming in as a Linux noob. I would like to have a basic Linux gaming machine playing simple Steam games. Like, what would it take for me to accomplish that in a video? It might be an interesting topic to cover. Put it on the list, but... Hey guys, we're here! Great, we don't even know if this is the right way. Awesome, let's join. My poor ball mouse is starting to have trouble keeping up. I'm using a standard compact 2-button ball mouse.
Yes, sir.
I'm glutton for punishment, I guess, but... Nice. I need to check it out then. I have a small Nook, the Intel NUC, which is a small Intel devices, right, that you can put, it's basically like a laptop in a computer format, right? It's an older one, but that one might be interesting to run stuff like that, so. Oh, I know. The problem with this is that my KVM switch, which I use for switching between computers, does not like scroll wheels. That's the problem I've found so far. It does not like scroll wheels at all. And when I do that, the mouse input just goes haywire. So I'm going to try different things. But not quite there yet, so. Oh, nice. I have just a regular Windows server that I use for my domain services here. So yes, my machines are domain joined. I work in IT, so I kind of like that stuff. And then that's my file server as well. So I have no Linux actively running in here now. Now we should be able to go on the back here. Yeah, I run Active Directory at home. We log in with Active Directory into our home machines. So, but I do that for a living, so I like that kind of stuff, right? Okay, don't destroy brain. Capture it. A laser there too? That's just a hand and nod, okay. Alright, so now we should be able to capture this construction yard. Capture that. Don't run to the laser. Kill that guy. Laser's gonna get us. But I have no cash. Yeah, music is starting to pick up a little bit now. So can I get back there and take care of those laser tower, those without getting killed there? We'll find out. See if we can get to this tower without getting smacked here by there's the laser. Kill that. It's fine. It's just laser burns. You can handle it.
Infantry reporting. I'm on it.
Ow. It's fine. We made it here eventually. So that's pretty cool. They just exploded. Well, that's convenient.
Yes, sir.
So can I capture the train?
Affirmative.
Not.
Sir, out and clear. Got it.
Alright, so that blew up those things. So that's cool.
Out and
Alright, now where are we? Yeah, exactly. And if you got a knuckle like that, it's fun to mess with. The question is then drivers and stuff like that for Linux, but it would be fascinating to mess with that. Oh, hi. Suddenly, emergency cap movement. Capture that thing. We have one engineer left. I have no power, so I guess I can sell the construction yard. Some money. Aha.
Training.
Look at that. Now I can build some reinforcements.
Unit ready. Training.
Build a tank, but that's a lot of cash. How much is an engineer? 500. And we'll build an attack buggy.
Building. On hold.
Yeah, Dune 2000 is still just great. It's just great. Oh, you can blow up those things, which will blow up all the buildings, I see. So I think we just need to go up on that hill there now.
awaiting order. Out
Hill
and
up there yonder, but I need to capture the train.
Unit
But I
ready.
cannot. Go up on this hill here and see what's there.
clear. Unit reporting. You got it.
Interesting. Hmm. That's funny. You can't say Discord is like, hey, you're talking about a potentially competing communication platform. We don't like that. So don't shoot the train, capture it. I have to destroy all the buildings first. Because there's a guard tower down there. Interesting.
Loud and clear.
Interesting.
Yes, sir. No problem.
You cannot click that train at all.
Sir?
Boy, this is turning into a long mission for being so early here.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is like I really want to cover that too. Is like getting into retro. You don't need like super rare, you know, very awesome components. You can just get something basic and have access to a lot of retro games. I like to explore that.
Orders.
Site secure. Objective complete.
So can I capture the train now?
No problem. Yeah.
Please tell me this thing gets bugged now. Capture train, right? Capture train station. Okay.
Awaiting orders.
Aha, there it is. Got it. Not the train station. Small detail, whatever.
Secondary objective achieved.
Got your base too. Enjoy. Yes, exactly. That's probably my favorite, like, one machine to do it. Basically all from that era. It's a cheap old office machine, a Dell or something, you know. Yeah, throw... Oh, hey, more engineers. Throw XP on there, and you have a really powerful machine that can play just a very broad range. And I'm planning on making a video on that too. Oh, wow. Nice. You guys are taking a train. All you guys that fought for so long, forget you guys. You're on your own now. Cap hair everywhere. My goodness. He's a, you know, not long hair, but, you know, medium hair, but yeah.
Mission
But yeah, there's a lot of cool laptops for that era, too. I think laptops are neat. Just literally cat hair everywhere. But I probably still prefer like a tower. I mean, that's where I'm at, if you will. And then a square flat panel or something would give you a really good experience for that kind of stuff. So you can find that at thrift stores and stuff. And I actually wanted to get my kid a gaming computer recently, and early gaming. So I actually went to a hardware store, not a thrift or upcycling store where they take computers and refurb them. And yeah, I got a Dell XPS with like a GTX 6060 or something like in there. Like very basic line, but I mean, it plays all his stuff at 1080p that he wants to do. Minecraft, you know, some of the simpler games, just great. But that thing could probably run a lot of retro games. Probably would run XP. Alright, this is just a regular build a thing now, please.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Oh, all that work for that train. It's gone.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Bad train noises. I like this little 3D, or voxel probably, right? Voxel, they're not 3D rendered, but they're 3D sprites. Yes, we can build a base. Yeah, and that's what it comes down to, I think, as far as compatibility there.
Unit ready. Moving out.
Well, like these little walkers. Little, or
Waiting, yes, sir.
massive.
New construction options.
There we go. Oh. Build a base.
Construction complete.
That's really,
Construction options.
I don't play many RTS games that aren't base building. I really just enjoy the base building too much. So,
Orders out and clear.
yes, it does look like my commander. But I have, and a big box sealed still. It's not opening yet, so. Yeah, that's the thing. Is there's so many cool things you can do with an XP machine. Getting a easy one from that era, and you'll be able to play so many games so powerfully. And a lot of games I've found, at least 3D games run under XP. You're not gonna have problems with like too much speed or anything like that. They will run great. So it's an awesome opportunity to play, you know, your early 2000 games with like high resolution, super smooth and everything. So, yeah. I did that to an S-video cable running across my apartment so I could watch.
Construction complete.
I think I was playing PlayStation 1 emulated at the time.
Construction options.
And doing that to play on my CRT TV with S-video. So that's one thing I did. I had the computer behind me. I had a cable from my controller hanging over my couch. Basically. Excuse me.
New construction options.
Mill medics now.
Training. Unit ready. Building.
Unit orders received.
Construction complete. New construction
We're
options.
rocking now.
Building.
Orders received.
Construction complete.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I really like to make a video on that, because I really try and make myself approachable. I never want it to be like, you only have to get this, or the best, whatever. Like Suka, for example, you mentioned the AW64, right? Is it the best card ever? I mean, from sound, probably not. There are other ones I prefer, but compatibility, if you want one card for ISA that's just gonna do everything, the AW64 has got to be it, right? It's so compatible with so many things. It is a great do-it-all card, you know. DOS 95, 98, it will do all that stuff just great. With different settings and modes and everything, so it's a great one card and done kind of thing for that era of machine. I think that's what's important to remember with someone who might just be starting out with retro. You know what? A Core 2 Duo or a machine of that era, like a early 2000, mid 2000, probably mid 2000 machine that is overkill for XP, that has driver support for XP, is a phenomenal XP machine. It will just play all those early 2000 and late 90s games so easily that it makes it a fun experience. So yeah, I actually emulated. It's pretty funny. The shuttle that I made a video on that actually is hooked up here as my XP machine here now, that's the same one I bought. I've had it since it was new. That's the one I play PS1 games on. So,
Construction complete.
give you an idea.
New
Got
construction
another harvester.
Waiting ore now.
insufficient time. That's fine. We got cash coming.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Harvester under attack.
that's not cool. Send the mechs in. Most of the Command & Conquer games have a rock, paper, scissors system, right? Where I think
Waiting order.
high caliber guns don't do as much damage to infantry. So yeah. Yeah, super socket, so that's the thing. That's the first one I come across. It's the one that you guys have seen, which is this guy, right? The one we talked about on last stream. That's one of like my first Super Socket 7 card, so it's been really hard to find those around here. Not that I hunted for them, but I think that that's a really good one too. Yeah, Socket 7, that you can find, but Super Socket, that's where I've had problems finding. But I think, again, if you're starting out retro, it's hard to say you're going to go wrong with... yeah, that sounds right. Motherboard porn again, yeah. Although I still like this box the best. Because, I mean, come on. This box is, like, the best motherboard box ever. It has mainboard or personal computer. Mainboard. The mainboard. Not any mainboard. The mainboard. Just the one we have. The back is even better. It's still mainboard for personal computer. For personal computer, mainboard. Mainboard. BioStarred mainboard. The best box ever. I like all retro, obviously, but I would like to, again, make it approachable. So I really want to make a video on, like, if you want to just get into retro, a XP machine based on, yeah, an Athlon, or not Athlon, but like a Core 2 Duo or something. It's so approachable and cheap and easy to find. That's the biggest kicker, is the availability in your area, right? And odds of finding one of those old, like, office PCs, it's going to be a lot easier than finding some of this retro stuff, especially if you don't want to build a machine, you know. And then a video card from that era is going to smoke all the early 2000 games, right? So. Oh my. Yes, the Socket 7 will have USB. This one has USB on it, and that's very handy, of course, for multiple reasons, so.
Orders loud and clear.
Alright, Harvester, you should probably do something.
Orders received.
Like some radar.
Building.
Ooh, nice.
Insufficient funds.
That is a very fun game that I cannot stream with audio. That will get copyright flag within 3 seconds. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You can really get away with a lot of even integrated graphics, like Pixel mentioned there. You don't need a lot of horsepower, but like you throw an old video card from that era, if you want even more horsepower. But there's just so much flexibility and options with that, and I think that's something that makes that era very strong. As a starter retro piece. Ooh, nice. Huh. That is very useful. Very useful. If you feel free to, if that, I don't think the link's gonna work there, but if you want to throw the link for that on, like, in Discord, if you haven't already, I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in that one, but a Windows 98 driver supported. I don't think that's public domain, right? Because public domain is, what, 100 years? Something like that? What is it? Yeah. You talk about Yakety Sack? That would be funny. Yakety Sack for pod racing. This is pod racing. Fast forward and running back and forth and.
Construction
Okay,
complete.
radar. Right, should be getting some more economy up here now. Ooh, look at this. Oh, wow, that's where the train went. That's a lot of lasers. A lot of lasers. We can build a Titan now. That's probably 800, yeah. That is some more cash. How much power do we have? Yeah, that's true. I don't know what does that. It's funny, because, I mean, we got this... And when we say strike, it basically has a copyright mark on it, but for playing NES games, the Moon theme, which I found out later,
Construction.
the Moon theme was used in the actual show remixed, which is awesome. They did that. But it also means that if you play that game, that's gonna get flagged. So here we are. All right, now we're getting some cash. Put out some more turrets for protection. Emulated pod racer from an N64. Oh my. I remember early N64 emulation. I played GoldenEye that way. I thought it was so cool, but it was so glitchy and buggy. But I didn't have an N64, right? So it seemed like it was a perfect thing to do.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
I think Action Retro messed with that for his Mac. I think he put SATA and a whole bunch of stuff into G4. Like, really pimped it out. And he put, like, tons of stuff in it. I can't... Don't quote me exactly what he put in there now, but...
Construction complete.
Okay. That took care of that. Right, now we should probably start building some units.
Building.
The nod side's got the Cabal, the AI that's reading out unit ready, unit ready, unit ready. Very mechanical voice on purpose, obviously, but that's really cool.
Ready.
Yeah, exactly. It paid for itself. I can probably put one over here too. Protected the harvester. That's what I like about Dune 2000 and Dune 2, and one other one we will stream for sure, which is Emperor Battle for Dune. I quite like that one too. It's the ominous threat of the all-present threat of the sandworm eating a unit. I don't know. It adds an extra layer to it, you know. Okay, let's crank up some more units. And medics now. We some infantry here.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Nice. Pretty dark map. Hopefully you guys can still see it. I can't see that well because I got a light shining in my face, so... the thing. But I do like the color lighting aspect of this game. It's a neat engine, but again, I feel like I was a little disappointed when this came out, and it was just not what I expected. Maybe that was my expectations, but...
Building.
That's the thing they talk about, like, why build a bipedal mech when you can take the same technology in a tank who's not going to topple over, but... Stupid sci-fi. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Solar. Definitely anyone want to watch the stream there for him tomorrow, go ahead. I will be traveling at that time. I'm going to the ECF Midwest, so maybe I'll see if I can catch it later when I get to the hotel or something, but otherwise, have a good stream tomorrow, and thanks so much for stopping by. I'll catch the video after the fact if I can't watch it live. So, Revsmaster, you're going to make a XP or a 98 machine and just cram in as much there as possible? Alright, thanks for stopping by, Bruce Lucas. Sleep is important, I hear.
Building.
That's true. Let's build walking robots, because they're cool. Actually, it's Pepsi Cola, but... matters, but...
Unit ready.
Alright, Sucro. Thanks for stopping by.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Have a good one. Getting late into a lot of different time zones. Definitely understand. Everyone stay as long or as short as they want. I have no problem with that, obviously.
Loud and clear.
Talking about a lot of different builds here now, so... Yes, Coca-Cola Zero is a favorite of mine, too. You can get, here in places, you can get, like, custom make your soda, where you select... I'm not sure if they have that anymore, but you select, like, all the additives you want to put in. You can make orange Coca-Cola Zero. Disgusting, but it's so good. Oh, nice. That A8V Deluxe sounds familiar. Sounds very familiar. I'm not sure why, but...
Yes, sir? Yes, sir.
A lot of the... Yeah, Coke Freestyle, that's the one, yeah. I always used to get the orange Coke Zero stuff. And I haven't gotten that in a long time. And again, it's terrible and disgusting, but I love it.
Building.
Oh.
Base under attack.
The turret's taking care of it right away. SATA ray controller. Yeah, the Windows 98 Overkill build I did. I did a video on that. It's old now. That uses SATA.
Unit ready.
Yeah, and it's turned to be a very powerful Windows 98 machine. Almost to the point where it was a little boring. So I was going to put a dual boot of XP or something on it, or put a second hard drive in that I could boot XP on if I needed to. But it kind of got sidelined for now. I don't use that machine that often because I tend to go more for period correct builds now. I find that the nostalgia goes into overdrive, I guess, having something that's kind of period correct. So
Training.
that it cost 600. Oh,
Unit ready.
what's the briefing? Just kill everything, blow everything up. Capture any not technology centers. So I will need some engineers.
Unit ready.
Orders. Sir, moving out. Moving out.
Got a little army going here now. Very nice. I like having, when you're making those kind of builds, having the flexibility of all the different things is really fun and cool.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Getting orders.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Two medics here now.
Building.
Crank out a couple more Wolverines and a Titan, and then we'll go out and see what we can find. And I'll have to build an engineer, obviously, so...
Insufficient funds.
There's a lot of really cool things you can build these days of options to make a system either more period specific or as broad as possible. Which again leads back to that whole XP thing, right? It's so handy. Cat hair. Of course, again, this is very period accurate for this machine. It's straight up what this type of machine would have been at that era, so... that's what makes this one, for me, this is probably one of my favorite machines to play on or stream or whatever. It's just it's so period correct.
Building.
Come on, guys, harvest faster. Come on. Yeah.
Unit ready.
Alright, let's build one Titan, and then we're gonna go out and explore and see what we can blow up. There's no blue Tiberium here, which you can get more cash from.
Base under attack.
That was a good place. I might put a second tower right there. Good spot for it. It seems to be just coming down the...
Awaiting orders.
Don't think you can occupy buildings in this one now. That's for later. Command and Conquer 3. I believe you do that a lot.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Okay. Now, let's actually do something.
Moving out.
This is what I like in these games. So you can build a base and turtle up, and then build a big army. Yes, generals as well. That sounds right. Command and Conquer Generals is one that's also very well loved. I didn't play it as much, but it's still a very good game.
Orders received.
Ooh, there's blue stuff up here. Well, that'll be handy.
Sir? 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 You got it.
We got a nice little...
Unit reporting.
Yeah, why don't you go up and harvest that instead? Ah, it's not worth it.
Orders received. Unit ready.
But we will need to crank on units so we don't waste our cash.
On my way. On my way.
Yeah, they do. I think there's a Renegade X thing, right? Where people are remaking it on their own initiative, right? So...
Yes, sir. On my way.
heal those guys.
Got it.
Nice.
Loud and clear.
And I should stream Renegade sometime too. I haven't really played it. I have the Jewel case CD for it, but I haven't really played it. For those who are unfamiliar, Command & Conquer Renegade puts you in the shoe of a commando from these games. and in first person. So you get to run around inside the world of Command and Conquer.
You got it.
It's a shame that didn't lead to anything more than that, so.
On my way.
Those big ones in there. Get the big guns.
Sir?
Very nice. Thank you very much. Check that out for sure.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Take that, gate.
No problem.
Oh, hi.
On my way.
Our Titans reach up there? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unit
And
ready.
tick tanks. The tick tanks deployed, like we can see there. Probably have to go a long way around here, I'm guessing.
Building.
Moving out.
I don't know. I think that the building a base, building a big army, and sweeping through a map is very, you know, a fun thing for me.
Unit ready.
Unit reporting.
That's what I enjoy most about RTS games. I'm not saying that, you know, you can't be
You got it.
tactical with the RTS games that gives you just a set unit count and everything. It's true, just nuke them from orbit. They do have a space station. They have an ion cannon. Why don't they just blast everything? Guess that would make the game a little boring, I suppose.
Unit ready. You got it.
Building.
Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Unit lost.
Oh my.
No.
That's Alien, which is a precursor or kind of ominous foreshadowing here for the Skrin from Command & Conquer 3, I believe, which is the third faction available. So I think we need to
Unit ready.
capture this. We will need an engineer for that.
Training.
Unit ready.
Insufficient funds.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, playing online is, I can't do it. I think I've told a story before, but the first time I played online, I guess,
Secure. Objective complete.
someone else.
Transmission.
Uh-oh.
Sir, looks like they tore this place apart already. Nod must be getting ready to ship the artifacts out. We
Unit
don't have
ready.
much time. Loud and clear.
I was playing, let's see, can I capture that now?
Engineering. No problem. Awaiting orders.
Yes. Repair it? Fine.
Infantry report. Yes, sir.
I played online the first time, and
Unit ready.
it was Red Alert, and I was playing against, I just used dial-up, and I played against some guy in the US, and like, oh cool, I can play online, and yeah, I'm doing pretty well, I'm building a base, and yeah, the spy plane, right, that sends out a spy plane. It does.
Awaiting orders.
And
Loud and clear.
my,
No problem.
I can't see him in there.
Got it. Loud and clear. On my way.
Go.
Yeah.
The spy plane flew across the map diagonally, and from the middle all the way to what a huge area was just base for that bad guy, or the other guy. And I'm like, oh, I'm boned. And then within like a minute, he just overwhelmed me. He's like, oh, nice playing, or whatever. And yeah, I was just
Yes, sir.
vastly outclassed. So I'd like to get my kids into this kind of game too, but they're just so into, you know, your all your more modern games. Minecraft's the big one lately. Stuff like that. They haven't shown much interest in the retro. Maybe I can try that again, but it's not quite as exciting because all their friends are playing these newer games. So
Building.
Loud and clear.
it's the way it is. A ramp up here somewhere. Go under.
Unit ready.
So as I can repair it, or
Awaiting orders.
we'll have to go under here. Not just fixed it.
Awaiting orders.
Cool.
Ready.
Cool story. There's no troop transport yet here. That would be very handy.
Unit ready. You got it.
Yeah, that's true. Lego. Like, you know, something like building or having, like, creative freedom. Because that's what they like, right? It's just building whatever. And enjoying it that way.
Unit ready. Building.
Unit reporting.
A62500. That would be a good one for that super socket, wouldn't it? Yeah, if you want to throw a link and go for it, I can't say I necessarily might buy it, but I wouldn't mind a link. Hey, Ozzy, welcome.
Loud and clear.
We're
Unit ready.
playing Command and Conquer, and we've been talking about
Sir?
XP machines, Socket 7 machines, and Windows 10, and Windows 11, and a little bit of everything tonight.
Yes, sir.
And I think the thing is, I never want to have them max. Like, that's usually not the purpose of these builds for me, is to max things out, because you get to pay for the best in socket. Like, I think Pixel, if you're still on, you're talking about that a lot. The best in socket tax, right? You got to pay for that. If something is best in socket, it's cost arm and a leg.
Affirmative. Waiting orders. You got it. Unit ready.
Let's see how we approach this here, because this is going to be a little tricky. Those lasers. Ah. See.
Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Now we have a choke point here.
You got it.
Unit lost.
I know.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
orders. No problem.
Trying kind of brute force my way through here.
I'm taking heavy fire.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
No problem. Unit ready. No problem.
Take care of that for us. That's fun since we got the puppy now. The bunnies aren't coming in the yard as much. He hasn't really been out yet to chase a bunny, but yeah. Ooh, yeah, KKND. I didn't play that much. I'd like to try it more.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of lasers in here. That tech building? Yeah, I need to capture that.
No problem.
Don't fight, shoot a lamp. Blow up the power.
On my way. Yes, sir. No problem.
Shut down the lasers if I can.
Yes, sir.
Brute force in this here now.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Apparently that did not help, but oh well. At least he has no power now.
Loud and clear. No problem.
Alright, we will need engineers.
Waiting orders.
We have some reinforcements here.
You got it. Unit ready. Sir.
Don't want to destroy the tech center. I need to capture that.
Waiting orders.
Yeah, I know. I was going to get the power, thinking I would turn off all the lasers, but that did not happen. So I also was focusing on the power plants and not the laser that was right in the middle.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Fine. There's a lot of cool games I want to try on PlayStation. That's why I'm excited for the Mr. Core again. Keep saying that, but
Engineering. You got it. Sir.
because I don't. I have a PlayStation 1, but doing a mod chip or something on it, or buying all the games is expensive as all hell, so that's why the Mister is going to be exciting to mess with.
No problem. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
But I was keeping tabs on all the kind of new RTS games that were coming out at the time. But then it got overwhelming after a while, because RTS just dominated the, you know, the mid to late 90s there, so on UPS packs.
Waiting orders.
That's the thing too. I played Command & Conquer 3 on Xbox 360, and it was cool, but it's you know, mouse and keyboard range supreme, right? So
Building. Training. Unit lost.
my engineers here.
Awaiting orders.
Still running.
Unit ready.
Awesome, thank you. I'll check it out. Warzone? That seems familiar, but
Ready.
one more obscure one I was thinking was Earth 2150, which allowed you to like tunnel under in the 3D world and everything. I have a CD for that. Used to have the big box and lost it. I can't. Warzone does sound familiar with caps. Hmm?
Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Unit ready.
On my way. Awaiting orders. No problem.
Alright, capture that thing, because I know when to do that.
Sir? You got it.
See how good the pathfinding is here. Will it handle that? Yes, capped. Whew. And let's see what else we need to do.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Maybe if I capture that, I can build
Construction complete.
something here. That might be helpful.
Awaiting orders.
Well, let's see, the pathfinding was able to do that. That was pretty cool.
Awaiting orders. Loud and clear. Moving out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe I'll take up on that. That would be a cool one. We'll see. That's the problem is, like we talked earlier, the pipeline of videos is just getting longer. It never shrinks. That's the problem.
Infantry reporting.
So many things I want to cover.
Building.
A little time.
Engineering. No problem.
No problem. RTS games are...
Technology center captured.
That was it, huh?
Objective complete.
A lot of the stages and RTS games of this era took a long time to complete, so... I fire my lasers! Now we got bigger guys now. Bluey! Bring a laser to a high caliber gunfight. Yeah. That was a classic Command & Conquer stage there.
From what we can tell, sir, the ship's been booby-trapped. Buried C4 charges blew a sinkhole under the thing. It should have crumbled.
Ooh.
It didn't even scratch. And, sir, I know this may sound
Buckle
strange.
bean.
Some of the men
That was the CD. That was not a dramatic effect. Yeah, I think I have to clean this drive or something.
With all due respect, are we talking aliens here, sir?
The sooner we get inside that thing, the sooner we'll know what the hell we're talking about. That UFO's got secrets, man. Secrets Kane does not want
Yeah,
to
the
share.
P3700.
Protect that craft at all costs.
Yep, that's the one. Now it's been enhanced with a Voodoo 5500. I'm curious to see, yeah, because I mean, like, RTS games on console always going to be a little limited, I think, but it's a neat thing, you know. I'd love to check out the ones that are kind of like bespoke in the sense they were unique, like StarCraft on N64, you know, Red Alert on PlayStation 1. Protect the site until they arrive. Got it. Oh. Apparently.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Goodness gracious. I'll build some more infantry and stuff.
Sir, moving out.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. You got it. Awaiting orders. Loud and clear. Awaiting orders. Loud and clear.
What's shooting at me now? Oh. Yeah, that's not cool.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reinforcements online.
Get an MCV, that'd be great. Oh, lightning strike. Oh my.
Time started.
Oh, ion storm here. Well, that's good. Oh, you can't go that way. Can I send some discus throwers or something? Yeah, you guys can shoot that guy. There we go. Shoot that guy. Oh, guys, come on. AI pathfinding. Well, this is unfair. Can I get up there somehow? I really gotta send out my... Fine. Go ahead and clear some space. Oh no, my oh. The video's still running. No! My bitrate just tanked. Coming back again. Sorry, it's super choppy there. That was weird. It went to 0 bitrate there. Not sure if it's my internet still being a problem or my capture software is wonging out or whatever. I think it's back now. I hate when that happens. It'll wake up. Yep, I saw it just went like nothing. Like I have a green meter that turned to red and it was 0 kilobits per second. I'm like 0 is not the desired bitrate to play a game or stream a game. All right, we're back. This is our little task force. We're gonna try and clear out the... Gonna lose power here soon. The same map. Should be a ramp up here. I'm gonna sweep this. Come on, stop hitting my nice buildings. Oh, boom! I'm inhaling cat here. Excuse me. I think the problem is that the capture software I use to get that raw video capture is very GPU and CPU intensive, and it can actually either, if it glitches out, can just cause things to kind of go haywire. But it is such a clean capture, so I don't want to sacrifice that. I'm just going to have to upgrade. Simple as that. New computer time. Oh no. Okay, are we done with this here now? Shoot that guy. Oh, for Pete's sake. But I should not have sent out all those guys there. They're freaking like digging tanks. Alright, I think we're... Oh, wow. Those guys are just running right through there. Yeesh. Thank you. Get a medic in here so that I can heal up the It's funny, I think either it's the easy setting or the AI is just that cheesy, but they're running with it there. I think a couple of medics gonna be really helpful because I want my soldiers not to die. Alright, get out there and take care of that business. You go sit in here. Whew. A lot of stuff going on here now. Okay, we took care of the annoyance up there. I'm waiting for lightning strike just to nuke these guys now, so I should probably stagger them just to have the... Yeah, there's an X. If you press X, they scatter. They kind of run everywhere. It's really helpful. Individual guys like that, no problem. We'll move a detachment down here.
3 minutes remaining.
There we go. I think we got things stable until lightning strike just blows everything up. Let's army crawl towards the machine gun turret.
Base under attack.
Deer got out. Oh, come on. Go up there and sweep again. Not supposed to have anyone that can reach out there. They can't reach up. Discus throwers, anyone? Yeah, they can reach. At least some of them can. A little bit annoying. Can they not reach those guys? Discus guys. They can throw discuses. Oh, there we go. These guys can do it. Okay, you stay here. You wiggle into that spot. There we go. Loud and clear. Message received. I'm not going to do it, though. Alright, how's this thing doing? Great. Loud and clear. Whew. New cluster spawn there. But this turret has really had to work for it. Yay!
Reinforcements have arrived.
Huzzah!
Unit lost.
Oh, flame... burrowing flame tanks. That is not cool.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I'm not playing on easy. This looks like it was very annoying and difficult on medium or hard.
Yes, sir. No problem.
No problem. We're getting lots of reinforcements now. Suspiciously a lot of reinforcements.
Waiting order. Loud and clear. Waiting order now. On my way. Yes, sir. We got it. Unit ready. Orders received.
Wish. Oh, no, no, my guys.
I'm on it. Unit report. Unit report. You got it. Waiting orders. No problem. Waiting
Dodge this. There we go. Is there a map thing here?
Waiting orders.
Mission
Whew.
accomplished.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those guard missions. They're just too hectic. Again, I prefer the nice base build, an army, and sweeping the map. You know, that stuff. Also, they're burrowing like freaking flame tanks. Nod has a lot of, like, guerrilla tactic stuff, right? So... I'll say, how many people have played this game here? I guess I haven't really asked that either. As far as, yeah, that turret did definitely win that round. As far as playing TIberian Sun. Zip drives? Well, they can store a lot, but the speed was not their strong suit, right? So... Yep, it's alien, alright.
Stay alert, people. Just because the lights are off doesn't mean nobody's home.
Michael Bean, this is your lot in life, isn't it? Random sci-fi action hero guy.
Crazy
He's good at it.
Getting the genre?
Recording the whole thing, sir. Looks like Vegas boys cleaned it out.
Bad for a blunt.
Mutant Shiner.
A little cheesy.
My name's Umagon, and you better use it. Unless you want your head
There's some
cut
story
off.
and stuff here. Who knows?
I don't.
I can
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite on all of them
help
as
you
well.
find Vega.
Vegas.
That kind of slow crawl, you know.
The Brotherhood holds our leader Travis in a highly
The Westwood title.
colony
Come on, you can do it, CD on drive.
south of here.
Doing
We
it.
don't have the resources to break him out
Trying.
without you. But you can't find Vega without us.
Why should I trust you?
Unlike you blunts, the Forgotten are a people of honor.
Are the cheese. Well, they took it so seriously. Lost a little bit of that cheese factor, right? Which just kind of makes these games so enjoyable. They tried to take itself too seriously. I don't know.
An array of sensor towers has been installed around the perimeter.
You can make your own conclusions there. But she's dressed per the 90s FMV code.
Ava, give us an approach assessment.
Bleep bloop.
A sensor net protects the valley where Tratos is being held. To facilitate his rescue, we must disable the array that controls this highly sensitive net. Once down, it will be much easier to get Tratos out of the valley.
I don't know where it
Tratos is
spins
being
down.
held in a hospital prison facility.
Yeah, so I think you can do one mission to make it easier for the next one, or you can just go directly to the actual mission. So this is probably one of those, like, work your way through again. Fortunately, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Medic reporting. Sir,
Oh, nice. I have a medic in there.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
You have to walk up next to him.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, good.
Medic reporting. Stand.
Can I heal those guys there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the Abyss. Oh my goodness. That is a good movie too.
Waiting orders.
Seen that in a long time.
Yes, sir.
That was just like amazing special effects for the
Infantry
day.
reporting.
Alright, so we need to get these relay stations down. So yes, we're in one of these missions now. Is there any save in this? Because I probably save.
Moving out.
Again, the music just, I like Command & Conquer 1, just the rocking soundtrack, the driving energy and everything. And here's just kind of this mellow, you know, whatever in the background.
Loud and clear. Yes,
Look, if you, medic, could not run to the front line,
Medic reporting.
that would be great. I think Westwood, I mean, that was a staple of their thing, right? They pretty much
Have arrived.
had FMV sequences for pretty much every game like this or RTS that they made. More reinforcements? Alright, now we're talking.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Orders.
Nice, I'll check it out here later. I want to
Yes, sir.
keep going to the side there, but a lot of Discord activity.
Waiting orders. Loud and clear. Medic reporting.
Why didn't you heal that guy? A recharge?
Waiting orders. I'm on it.
Oh, come on.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Loud and clear.
That is not fair.
Heavy fire. I'm on it. Loud and clear.
Yeah, Dune 2000 has great music too. Just to listen to that just,
Reporting.
you know, without playing the game, just separately. My way old school MP3 player.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Recharge on a heal, I think. There we go.
Sir.
You know, pretty fast, but
Infantry reporting.
can't heal yourself, though.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so many builds I want to do in so little time. Well, that's not gonna go that way.
Loud and clear. Yes, sir.
Like they're funneling
Infantry reporting.
me here.
Moving out. Medic reporting. Sir. Good as
Oh, maybe not fire the lasers. I think we need to fight the lasers. Seems unnecessary.
loud and clear. Infantry reporting. Loud and yes, sir.
Got a strong little combat unit here. Nice mixture.
Infantry
Oh,
reporting.
goodness. Those tick tanks. That hurts.
Infantry reporting. Infantry reporting. Yes, sir.
We'll call back here to this type of terrain in Command Conquer 1. Oh, they're shooting just the wildlife. Alright. Why am I seeing that?
Infantry reporting.
Like, I can't get to that guy. I'm gonna go fire the wildlife.
Infantry reporting. Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Sir.
But yeah, they're definitely leading a little funnel here. See which one I can get to. Running on that seems like it would be a bad idea.
Good as heavy fire. I'm on it. Awaiting orders. Stand. Sir. Yes, sir.
A medic coming.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Alright, almost up to that spot there. Just those guys can take a beating there.
Awaiting orders.
Very nice. I can't wait to check it out here later.
Loud and reporting. Infantry
Like everyone has some of their favorite or passion builds or whatever, so this machine now has turned into one of my favorite just because of the period correctness of it and everything.
loud and awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Eat sake.
I'm on it. Awaiting orders. Infantry reporting.
Oh wow, they literally just spawned right in the middle, huh?
Taking heavy fire. Sir. I'm on it.
Up the armor! I want to blow up my vehicles.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Go here.
I'm on it.
Yes, it kind of, to me, it just completes that era, right? And it's a very nice build now. I think it's a very well-rounded build. That's what I like about it. So yeah, the Voodoo 5500 is a very fun thing to have. Is it the most powerful card, the best video card ever? No, not by a long shot, but it's very period accurate, so it's a fun one to experiment with. Because I would love to have had the card. It is just expensive in general, but got it for a good price and all that.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Thank you. Where are my reinforcements at?
Infantry reporting.
Okay. Got a lot of angry units coming our way now. Get the high ground, Anakin.
Sir, you got it.
My kid learned that meme, and that's all he did all the time now. It's like, I have the high ground, I have the high ground. It's like, it was funny the first 6 times, but any of you guys that have kids, just the repeating of the jokes and the funny stuff just never gets old. And high ground really worked.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's in this guy. I think it's a Zip 100, but it might no, it's a Zip 250. That's in this machine. I had one of those, and I felt like, you know what? This machine feels like the most era appropriate to put that stuff in.
Loud and clear. Waiting orders. Clear.
Clear.
Moving out. Infantry reporting.
I don't really use it much, but
I'm on it.
it's still a fun thing to have.
Good as done.
Heal that guy. He's higher level. Yeah, the Gotex are really fascinating and good. I've used them mostly for an Amiga, so much older systems than Windows 95, 98 or whatever, but it will make it really good for, you know, DOS gaming and stuff like that, because you can emulate an entire drive then, right? So I guess I'll go up here. Would like this guy to join. Just to fight in the wildlife, so units together. Unit ready. Yeah, that's why I'm a little excited about that Super Socket 7 build, and if I could make a Banshee-based build, that'd be a fun one to have experience and also then make videos on, obviously, so, and a good kind of range machine to have, so I can stream from it and swap in stuff, and that's what I like to have options, obviously, but then for comparisons, things like that, so. Oh, jeez it.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Infantry reporting.
Oh, hi.
Good as done. Waiting orders. Sir.
Whew. Oh, welcome, Warp Metalhead. Thanks for joining. Very nice. So, okay, so you're watching my compact 386 video. That's cool. I like that machine. That is a really fun machine to work on. The one I have is the M, so it's modular. That's one of my favorite machines, I think, but for 386. Die, don't die, guy. You can make it. I made it. And heal here a little bit. We're, as you can see, streaming Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun. Heal our guys up. Well, that is a dead end, isn't it? They really funnily on this one. Got a nice little strike force here now. I haven't messed with the Banshee at all, really, so I think it was one of those... It's the Banshee model that was kind of used almost as an OEM. I got it from work because they used the Banshee, it was coming pre-packaged, basically, in a lot of their builds back then, or something like that. And my coworker was like, oh, I should throw this box out. Like, no, I'll make Rick throw the stuff out. So he gave me that, and it was, you know, some goodness in there, but the Banshee was the crown jewel for sure in there. Alright, we'll go this way then. A lot of lasers. I kind of feel like I'd like to check this out first if I can, but... Yeah, I think this level's gonna funnel me pretty bad.
Yes, sir. Infantry reporting.
And none of those guys reach up there? Oh, don't go there. You stupid guys. May have to go that way, I guess. Oh, pathfinding. What is going on? Oh, for Pete's sake. Take care of that then. Dropping those guys up there? Boy! Let's turn into just raw chaos, huh? Yep, I know. My medic at. This was a choke point designed to thin out your units a little bit. More lasers? Oh, great. All in on the lasers. Alright, we need to stay in here and heal up a little bit. Woo!
Infantry reporting. Infantry reporting. Sir, loud and clear.
Boy. That was fun. Medic indeed. I think we got one medic. That guy has really had to put in a nice day's work there. Question what the ramp is for this thing is. We'll follow this road here. I feel like that's going to go somewhere. But, I mean, one still fighting... yeah. Medic! 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 You know, a healed up foot soldier here now can do a lot of damage and be very effective versus, you know, as soon as they die, of course, they can't do any more damage. So, definitely heal them up. Tired of that sound by the time this is done. There we go. All right. There's a ramp here, but I feel like that thing's gonna hurt. So I think I'll send up just these units. A different ramp up there? No. That looks really fun. You can shoot it, so maybe I can take care of it, but I'm banking on this not hurting the walkers here, but I'm gonna attack it. Don't know if it's doing anything. There you go. Gone. Are you getting hurt walking on this? We'll find out. The soldiers probably will, so. Oh yeah, they're getting hurt bad. Real bad. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Look at that, there's a thing down there too. So I should have shot that and waited for it to disappear, because now these guys are hurt bad. Alright, well, here we go. Yeah, don't say it. They're very family-friendly here. Don't say it's just me. It's such bad things. There, it's shrinking. Epic shrinkage. Well, that's nice. I think those clouds are probably hurting a lot. Run away! Run away! Ooh, another medic. Oh, they're working on destroying all the buildings here. That's what they're firing at. Alright. Probably destroyed this here earlier. I was just terrified of the lasers. I'm only curious what this is here. Well, there's a big base here. Can like kind of work at that with these. Have longer range. This is probably just to produce units for you to fight, yeah. Sir. Don't mind us. I'm a mechanical man. Hello, Backstreet's Back. Alright, that is amazing because one of my daughter's favorite song is Backstreet's Back. And it's in her little playlist. So when we ride to school, then I always hear that. Backstreet's Back. Right. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So thank you for giving me a PTSD, but welcome anyway. But yeah, Mechanical Man, especially the remake one for the remastered version, is just phenomenal. Actually, I have a poster up here, which is from Command & Conquer 1, the advertisement print that has the robot on it and everything, or the exosuit that inspired the Mechanical Man there. Alright, so what are we doing here now? Ooh, now the medic can...
Awaiting orders. Stat.
That.
Yes, sir. Knowledge. Yes, sir.
Don't shoot my medic, that's not cool.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Clear.
Well, I like to select that guy. Trap.
Medic reporting. Stat. Awaiting orders. Medic reporting. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
There we go. You medics, get in there.
Yes, sir.
You guys can come back now. I think we blew that one thing up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Taking heavy fire.
So now we'll probably have to be funneled up here. And avoid the lasers. Boy, yeah, I'm always a big fan of the just let's build a base and work our way through that, you know. But here we are. The medics work great as a cannon fodder or pulling away the fire. Yeah.
Awaiting orders.
I'll find out. The sound is getting stronger. Oh. Oh. Oh!
Loud and clear.
Oh, I ran right into that. I think this might be the end here now. Oh, heal him up.
Yes, sir.
Teasers. Whole bunch of horrible things.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
I can tell that. He got lasered.
Taking heavy fire.
So much lasers.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting order.
Everything has a laser.
Reporting.
Just walking behind here slowly. Heal these guys up.
Awaiting order. You got it, sir.
Yeah, it's like distraction.
Infantry reporting. Yes, sir.
Alright. I guess what the bum rush does, lasers up there.
Moving out. Awaiting orders, sir. Give me some room. Awaiting order.
That's fine. You can laser to the face, just handle it.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Stat. Awaiting order.
Unit lost.
I can tell.
I'm taking heavy fire. Awaiting order.
Trying to bandage these guys up here now. Could repair my units there, but we'll see if I get more reinforcements now. I have to assault that main base there.
Infantry
That should be fun.
awaiting orders.
It's funny how much quicker and easier it is to use the keyboard shortcuts to assign groups that you couldn't do in the vanilla Warcraft 2.
Have arrived.
And they just give me reinforcements all the time instead of waiting for like an event like that. Right? I'm complaining. I should make the things better. Boy, they have spent a lot of time blowing up this entire little town there, which is giving me a lot of extra distraction, I suppose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting.
Now I'll need to... There's a way back in here on this side, which will be handy.
Orders received. Yes,
Back
sir.
door. I don't have any lasers. No, yeah. Yeah, Voodoo 3 would be awesome. Or, I mean, I have several Voodoo 3s, and it's probably one of my favorite, like, standard retro cards, if you will, because it's so supported and handles so many things. Yeah, Nod specializes in lasers. I don't get any cool lasers.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that is not a way around. Okay. We will have to brute force our way into the laser dome here.
Unit ready.
Kill that guy.
Unit reporting.
Oh,
You got it.
their vision is based on movement. They're coming.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Awaiting orders.
like that big guy. Coming in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
All right, Ted. Thanks for stopping by. Very early in the morning for you now. Know that. Make our final push here. We'll probably call it once the mission's over, I think. So, got a fly tomorrow. But thanks for stopping by, Ted. Always a pleasure.
I'm on it. Yes, sir.
You can get some cutscenes in your honor.
On my way.
Medic.
On my way. Waiting order. Waiting orders. Infantry reporting. Sir, I'm taking heavy fire. Infantry reporting.
Everyone up there in fights.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yep, that's kind of where it's at now. But yeah, I need to get on a plane tomorrow and stuff in the afternoon and go to VCF. I want to get some sleep, but all right, see you later, Ted. Oh, my medics are behind here. That's probably not good.
Good as done. Loud and clear. Reporting. Sir.
Kill that guy. He's really beat up. Whew. In 95. What the medics are doing now.
Infantry reporting.
Let's do this.
Loud and clear. Waiting orders.
Those guys don't care. We have lasers coming here soon. Yep, there's the lasers.
Unit lost.
Yes, I know. Unit lost. Get in there and heal.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
I know. Trying to get to these tanks and everything.
Got it. Loud and clear. Infantry reporting.
Get that laser.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Stand. Sir.
Don't shoot my medic. That is not cool.
Infantry
Oh wow, there's like 16 discuses flying at the guy at the same time there.
waiting order.
Unit lost.
We have medics. They're doing their job, dang it.
I'm taking heavy fire. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting. Yes, sir.
Alright, our little task force made it.
I'm on it.
Eventually. Take care of that.
I'm taking heavy fire.
Mission.
Oh my goodness. Whew. Where the music is just really quiet too. Like it's got its rocky elements, but yeah, that was 32% efficiency. What do you mean? It's horrible, but it's cool. Alright, we'll start the mission and probably save and then call it there, I think. Won't be a long stream tonight.
Battlefield control.
We have
Stand
commandos on this one, don't you?
Medical facility is located to the west. We must get Trados out of that facility, but try to be subtle. If we're detected, he's as good as dead. Give me an order. This is too easy.
Over here. There could
We
be.
have commandos.
There could be
Huh,
trouble.
huh. Railguns and everything, so. Might be a more interesting mission, but we're going to save here, I think. Battle control terminated.
Battle control offline.
Offline? I thought I was terminated. Well. Ah, cool. it's a fun game. I'm a big fan of the Command and Conquer games in general, of course, and that's the one I'd like to pad out and get the rest of the box. But some of these, of course, like everything else, is getting more expensive, so it's hard to find, especially the expansion packs. I guess this is the Scandinavian version, so that railgun sound I think is pretty used in a lot of stuff. I think that I think there's other games too that use it. Railgun's just not a game, strategy game that uses the railgun sound like that. It might be another Command and Conquer game, for honestly, but yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go to VCF Midwest tomorrow. Then I'll be there over the weekend, so I'll try and paint some pictures, some video, chat up the people there. I believe LGR and 8-Bit Guy are all both going to be there, so hopefully get a chance to meet them and then meet up with some other people. Should be really fun. I'll try and, like, if nothing else, just write up about it, but I'd like to make a little quick video on it afterwards with some footage and stuff like that and talk about how it was. I think that would be interesting to watch. So, but anyway, really appreciate everyone streaming or joining the stream, and thanks again so much for the donation there, Tyler Jane. I really do appreciate it. That will go to a new camera lens eventually, I think, or 1/5 of this Voodoo 5. But yeah, I'm gonna put some pictures out from the convention. So, tanks. There was a lot of tanks today, wasn't there? Anyway, I appreciate everyone hanging out so long, and it was a fun stream. I will see you guys next week, and I might have a special guest next week. We'll find out. So, all right. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next week and online. Later, guys.